Plenty of people my size at the finals. I'm the favorite to win my third individual title this year, but it won't be easy. The competition's fierce.
Come on, he's giving the most boring answers I've ever heard.
You're so modest. But you've won every official match you've contested since entering high school, so what would you say is the secret to your incredible success?
Secret? Let's see. I honestly don't feel there's anything particularly special I'd do. I'm not the son of a Yokozuna, or an Ozuki's brother. If anything, maybe it's because I have a greater love for sumo than anyone else does. There's nothing in my life I'm more passionate about. As a result, I seem to train harder than everyone else. That's how I ended up being the strongest.
He's openly challenging the other high schoolers. His humility is genuine, but underneath that dignified facade is a demon. I see. Tenoji may just be a high school athlete on the outside, but inside he has the unmistakable spirit of a Yokozuna.
Just our luck. Of all the eras, we're forced to compete against a prodigy.
No, you've got it all wrong.
Huh?
If it weren't for Tenoji always being at the front of the herd, then everyone who's chasing after him wouldn't have become nearly as strong as they are now. I definitely wouldn't be where I am without him, so I'm grateful. That said, I'm still gonna take him down and become the best high school sumo wrestler there is. Get ready, finals. I'm bringing everything I've got. Are you watching? I've come a long way already. I just know I'll win the Inter-High.
Yeah! You can do it! Let's go! That's one win!
Good to be back. I haven't seen this place since elementary school.
Looks like we finally made it. I can't believe we get to do sumo here!
Hell yeah! I'm all fired up! Don't let the nerves get you. All you have to do is wrestle exactly the way we practiced.
You got it, coach!
Guys! Let's show them the strength of the Dachi High Sumo Club! And go win this thing! Yeah! Watching? I've come a long way already. I just know I'll win the Inter-High.
That's 3, which means he's won enough individual bouts now to qualify. He's in top form today, as expected.
So, Onimaru's back, huh? Seems he really did invest 3 years into training. His patience is admirable. But he won't beat me as long as he has that look on his face. Then again, he's not the only one aiming to. Time to meet my challengers in the ring and defend my title.
On the west side, Hayashi. On the east side, Tenochi.
The bout is decided! East side wins!
I'm going to enjoy putting an end to Hakuro's reign.
What do you think? Can you beat him, Sosuke?
If I had any doubt, I wouldn't be here.
Shido Tenoji, from Totori Hakuro, the reigning champ of high school sumo. I didn't think we'd draw him this early on in the competition. It's a tough match right out of the gate.
You make it out to sound like a bad thing, but it suits me just fine. The whole reason I'm here is to upset the odds and do the impossible. I'll bring down Tenoji and show everyone what I already know. That there's another incredible fighter here today!
What do I think of Ushio? He's got strength. And I have nothing but admiration for the guy making it this far, considering the body he was stuck with. Looking at me now, you would have never guessed. But I used to be quite small myself. I'm the only one in my family who isn't. I'm truly thankful to the sumo gods for blessing me with this physique.
Ready!
Hinomaru! I know there's no reason to tell you this, and you already know it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Win this! Go out there and become the high school Yokozuna!
I will.
This is it. Your admission to the Pro League is on the line.
Tenoji's someone I've always had immense respect for. He was both the middle and high school Yokozuna. I get to fight someone who's already walked down the path I'm traveling.
On the east side, Ushio. On the west side, Tenoji.
Today, I defeat the champion and take the crown.
Their spirits are so intense you can feel them on the second floor. When I imagine what it's like in the ring, it sends chills down my spine.
He truly is the Yokozuna of this space. An opponent with even the slightest bit of uncertainty would be engulfed by his aura and unable to fight to their full ability. However, that's only true for the weak-spirited. With the confidence and resolve Hinomaru's been steadily building for this day, he can take on even a Yokozuna.
He used a forearm charge?
He struck him despite his low stance and speed?
He's fast. Went from a wild forearm charge to a precise grapple like it was nothing.
No surprise. The boss built up momentum from the get-go.
It's the captain's first time fighting someone so short, but he didn't hesitate for a second.
He knew the exact moment to grab his belt. It's not just his stature. His skill's equally impressive.
Shido Tenoji. Measuring at 188 centimeters, he's been blessed with size. But in elementary school, he wasn't considered imposing at all. You can't predict when your growth spurt will hit, or to what extent. So he trained in techniques that would help him survive against larger sumos. The road that Hinomaru is on, Tenoji knows all too well. But now, looking back at what he went through, it's almost as if the path he traveled was laid out by the sumo gods to make him the strongest wrestler in history. As though they picked him out of the crowd and said, "You, enter the ring."
You should know by now, sumo gods. Whatever ordeal you put me through, I won't stop! Stay out of this!
Onimaru has speed on his side. And power too. But that's not all. He can shield his own belt and seize his opponents. He's been the same height for so long he's perfected the art of blocking grabs. And then counterattacking.
You'll never take this away from me! You listening? I love it too much!
Shorty's got the edge!
No! Not yet!
I've studied your moves, Ushio, and I know all about your counterattack. Not only that, I'm aware its main purpose is to get a firm grip with your right hand. The left doesn't matter. So by sealing off your grab, I can cut your offensive power in half.
He's throwing him! And it's working.
I see. Trying to create an opening for your right hand.
Damn! In that case...
Quick as a flash, you'll change it up and go for throat strikes instead. There. There's nothing you can do I haven't predicted.
He's not reacting to incoming moves. He's anticipating them before they even happen. Say what you will, but he's done his homework.
My brother studied every wrestler here.
Tsuyoshi Kanamori. He's hard to shift once he buckles down, but he can't react to a fast attack.
Even on your time off, you're watching sumo.
It's my hobby. I enjoy studying all different styles of sumo. Besides, a yokozuna can still fall to wrestlers who are lower in rank than he is. If I'm prepared, I can't lose.
He knows about the pressure of defending a title. That's why he keeps his ego in check and always researches opponents before a match. As a result, he's never lost a bout. Not once his entire time in high school.
He's feeling the strain now. Grappling with somebody twice your size can't be easy.
This guy's not so tough.
You're breathing hard. Having a rough time, Ushio? You poor creature. There isn't another sumo wrestler your size out there who can match your talent. But surely you noticed by now. No other sumo wrestler is suffering as intensely as you are. Let's get this over with. It's too painful to watch.
He doesn't understand the first thing about Hinomaru. You said that you love sumo more than anyone else. It's no secret. But I wonder, has anyone ever called you on that statement before?
Preparing for this day has been several things. Difficult, painful, discouraging. But whatever I encountered, I never got burnt out on sumo, not even once! No one loves it more than me, including you!
Hinomaru, I can see the flames on your back.
A double-handed grip. He's readying the 100,000 demon drop.
You spent too much time testing the waters, Tennoji. Once Hinomaru's in that position, it only means one thing: trouble.
He needs to get him off balance before executing the technique. Fortunately, he's learned there are infinite ways to set up his opponent.
Rock him back and forth, left and right! Don't stop! Not until he loses his balance! Two-handed demon storm!
Sideways jerk!
Yanking him back and forth. He used the same technique in Nagoya. I doubt there's footage of it, though. Before, he'd go straight from that stance into the 100,000 demon drop. There's no reason to be scared of one-shot techniques. But if he's willing to use a powerhouse move like that as a setup, one thing's for sure. Even you'll have trouble anticipating what his next plan of attack will be, Tennoji.
Maybe facing off against him this early on was a good thing. If it had been any later, Ushio would have already showed his hand by now, and wouldn't have been in peak physical condition. He caught me with my guard down several times in the training hall. Once he's in that stance, even a pro would have difficulty escaping.
He grabbed on!
Damn, brute force!
He's still flinging him around!
Go! He doesn't have enough arm strength to stop your twists. Create a bigger whirlpool and suck Tennoji in!
Now's his chance!
Finish him!
100 demon takedown!
There's no way.
Hinomaru's technique!
100 demon takedown!
It's weird seeing someone taller than Hinomaru using his move. Like it's 10 times more powerful than usual.
He was biding his time, waiting for an opening. No one but a champ counters one throw with another.
So this is your new style of sumo? Impressive. Seems those 3 difficult years of middle school provided you with more than just pain. Goes to show I don't know everything about this sport, and the fire burning inside those who practice it.
Not yet. It isn't over.
You're even stronger than I imagined, Tennoji. I've always respected your strength. The first time I saw you fight, it was forever seared into my mind. Even though you were small, you were so powerful. I watched your bout over and over to the point I started dreaming about it. Everyone around me had gotten bigger. Even if I wasn't winning, watching you that day made me feel like a giant. You showed me even guys our size can win. You may have grown, but you're still the fighter I measure myself against. The wrestler at the summit I have to defeat! Incredible. Which makes me want to beat you even more!
There's the opening!
He's pushing. He was expecting to avoid a throw, and the little demon took advantage of it.
I've spent enough time admiring your sumo. I've got one last technique to imbalance you!
It was a bluff. Tennoji resisted by moving his weight forward.
Now, he can land it!
Go!
Whoa.
He broke free! How could he evade it?
He wasn't using all his strength against the push. Tennoji kept some in reserve to counter the next move.
Ushio executed a perfect attack. Unfortunately for him, my brother's love for sumo is more intense. He uncovers all the info he can on potential challengers and pores over it. But that's not his only strategy. He envisions all possible scenarios, every play they'll make, all the ways he could lose to them. Rocking side to side, exchanging blows, then a push followed by his triple combo. That should have meant victory for Ushio. One problem. My brother already anticipated it, and came up with a counter.
He's a fearsome adversary. Whenever I imagine my opponents, I build them up to be something larger than life. Usually the worst-case scenarios I base my strategies around are unrealistic. Usually. But not with you, Hinomaru. Your blade was pressed against my throat. I used to be small, same as you, right up until my first year of middle school. I barely avoided wandering that merciless hell you've lived through these last several years. But you've made it to the other side, and here you stand. I'm in awe of you. The problem is you're wound up too tight. You want to be a Yokozuna, don't you? The absolute best of the best. If that's your goal, try to enjoy bouts a little more. If sumo's your life, and you love it, then no matter what setbacks you face, there's only one thing you can do. You have to smile. 6-point torso slice! What's with that look in his eye? One last desperate act? Thought so. I expected nothing less. That's what makes you so damn cool!
The West Side wins! Tennoji is victorious with an arm lock throw!
You've given me plenty to think about, Hinomaru. I won't be celebrating this victory. Not out of gratitude or enlightenment, but respect for your style.
Since he doesn't meet the minimum height requirements, his only shot at getting into the Pro League was to become a high school Yokozuna here at the Inter-High. After that, he could enter the All-Japan National Championships. And now that path is closed. It's over.
Well, guess I lost. Dude was really strong, wasn't he? No use crying over spilt milk. We got the team tournament up next. Just gotta shake it off. Besides, I'm only a first year. There'll be other chances for me to join the Pro League.
It won't be the same. Tanoji will have graduated. All the work you put in was so you could beat him.
So, for the team matches, what's the order? Where's Kirihito?
You don't need to fight in the team tournament.
Captain, why not?
Sorry?
We talked it over and came to a decision. Just as I thought. Were you planning on telling us?
I'm perfectly fine. This is nothing.
Tsuji's calling for a taxi to come pick you up. Then you're going to the hospital.
Did you forget about our promise? We're making Dachi High the best in Japan!
Hey!
The individual tournament, getting into the Pro League, that was my mountain to climb, but... Dachi High winning. We all dreamed of making that happen. What about you? And Yuma? This is the only year you'll be on the team. Don't take this away. Please let me help. I want to make at least one dream become a reality. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize. Just get ready for the bouts tomorrow and the day after. You're not done, Ushio. Your dream of joining the Pro League isn't over. Not as long as the team tournament's still up for grabs.
Huh? Wait, I thought Shorty had to win his match. That was the only way he could become a Yokozuna and get a spot at the Nationals.
Well, that's how it usually works. But more than one can earn that title.
Huh?
For the past 2 years, Tanoji has had so much success, he was the only one given the honor. Before him, though, there were 2, sometimes 3 who received the mantle.
Okay, but at the pace he's been going, he's probably gonna be the only one selected again.
Look, sure, we know Shido Tanoji has been unstoppable. But if he had his first defeat, it wouldn't matter if it was during the team tournament.
Yeah, but there's no guarantee it'll work, though. Tottori Hakuro might lose to some other school's team before we even draw them.
Okay, maybe. Then we'll just take down whichever one beats Tanoji. Anyway, that's the strategy. I know it's got a slim chance of working, but it's the only one we got, so we have to try. The Master knows a good doc. They should get you fixed up in no time. While you're healing, we'll make sure to survive the team competition. You said getting to the professional league was your mountain to climb. But from now on, it's also our dream. You want to be the strongest high school sumo? We'll work to give you another shot at it.
Show off? Let us carry some of the weight too.
You can count on it. We got this.
Yeah, piece of cake.
Let's do it, Ushio. We're gonna win again and again and keep winning until those big shots finally take notice and are practically begging you to compete in the Nationals.
Yeah.
You don't need to fight in the team tournament. Just as I thought. Were you planning on telling us?
I'm perfectly fine. This is nothing.
Tsuji's calling for a taxi to come pick you up. Then you're going to the hospital. You're not done, Ushio. Your dream of joining the Pro League isn't over. Not as long as the team tournament's still up for grabs.
It's Shibaki-yama! Open up, Doc!
I heard ya. Keep it down, will you, Karuchi? You wouldn't believe the savage hangover I've got.
I'm not so sure about this.
That's impossible. He pushed me out of the ring?
It's not like he gave up on using strikes. Tenma's just been practicing, and now he's a grappling master.
That concludes today's individual bouts. Team tournament preliminary bouts will begin now.
Hinomaru Sumo, 15 years of age.
This dump's worse than my place.
152 centimeters tall? He's tiny!
Big deal. I'm still gonna be a pro.
Come on, kid. You know there's a physical, right? Get your head out of the clouds and join reality. I'm a busy man, and look how sunny it is. Shine on, Mr. Sun, shine on. Blue seas, white sandy beaches, tan taut bodies and colorful bikinis. Summer, and it's calling my name. Ignoring it would be criminal.
Hey, first impressions aren't everything.
Gotta go. Ciao.
Excuse me.
Now what?
You don't get it. My teammates are waiting for me to get back.
He must be a magnet for bad luck. I mean, drawing last year's third-place team in the first round? Come on!
And 3 of the competitors we'll be facing participated in that tournament.
Huh?
That's not all. Among the competitors is National Treasure Hikage Tenma.
So what you're saying is, we could be seriously screwed here.
For the next match, on the east side, Odachi High School. On the west side, Kanazawa Kita High School.
Go get him.
First bout, on the east side, Ozaki.
Yeah.
On the west side, Aizawa.
Bring the pain, Captain!
That's Ryo Aizawa, swift foot pole. Although not the biggest, he's the captain of the formidable Kita High team. He's deadly.
I'm not getting any younger. I don't see the point in wasting my time.
Wasting?
Your team's up against Kanazawa Kita High first round. Just between us, you don't actually expect them to win, do you? The kid went into standby. Did you understand the question?
Now that I think about it, I guess there's a chance they could lose.
What?
But the thought never crossed my mind until just now.
Spirits!
You know, hearing I wasn't needed at the team tournament was a shock. It made me nervous. But after I listened to the captain and saw the look the rest of the team had in their eyes, I suddenly felt relaxed about the whole thing. This isn't about them needing my help or how they can't win without me. I just need to fight with them. Right now, that's all I want.
Well, let's see it. If you care about your career, it'd be better for you in the long run to sit this one out. Yep, that's what a doctor with any common sense would tell you. I swear, I wish I knew where you got your moxie from. How about sharing it with the rest of us? Listen, kid, I've treated a lot of sumo wrestlers in my time. Some of them were too messed up to even step foot back inside the ring. But that didn't stop them from coming to see me. Getting your arm back in shape will be easier than cutting a fart.
What is this? A spaceship?
I never get over this room. By the way, when are you gonna bite the bullet and invest in a new sign, Doc?
I like the sign. It's got a certain charm. This way. Let's get that arm working again.
That's surprising. Ozaki's the last person I could imagine going full-on beast mode.
I guess that settles it then.
Beating you at the prelims wasn't just a fluke.
And he's only gotten stronger since then. Here I was thinking Hinomaru's absence would be weighing on him, but apparently it only made him more determined to win. His expression and technique were full of spirit. There's a face that shouts, "I'm Dachi High's captain." By the way, look who's up next. Your favorite fighter.
Second bout, on the east side, Gojo.
Before he joined the sumo club, he used to be a delinquent.
Huh?
But he's different now, trust me.
Spirit!
He was ready for the two-handed strike! That's Takumi Sara. His strength is incredible. He placed 4th in the Ishikawa tournaments.
Think I'm intimidated? I withstand Tenma's strikes every day! Bring it!
Honestly, when I first met him during his Kingpin days, I thought the guy belonged in an entirely different decade. But after we fought and he admitted defeat by bowing his head, I knew that he was okay.
Before you can improve, you need humility. Without it, the thought of combining sumo and karate would be completely crazy, but he found a way to marry the two.
We're expecting great things out of him.
He's too fast!
Rather than pushing back, his opponent's ricocheting. Each blow's hitting him in a completely different direction. Sara couldn't make a grab against that karate-like snapping even if he wanted to. That was your mistake. You shouldn't have let him build momentum.
Wearing me down, huh? Yeah, right. I'm ending you right now! Tripping strike! Castle break punch! Yeah! Yes!
Get him, boss!
That was awesome, Yuma!
Looks like Kita High's washed up!
A powerhouse team? Yeah, right!
Both teams wanted to carve out an early lead. 2 wins in a row is a huge deal. They're in a solid spot right now.
Yes, but this next bout will be a problem. Their third opponent's gonna be a much bigger challenge, literally.
It's all up to you, Tenma. You don't need encouragement from your sorry excuse for a captain. And I know a national treasure can handle himself, especially against an amateur. But I want to say this to you anyway. Go out there and win!
Damn it, I'm sorry, guys.
What a bunch of pathetic teammates. A national treasure who fails to become a high school Yokozuna. A renowned school without a championship. I don't know about you, but I'm here to change all that. Watch and learn. Yone, Komori, prepare for your bouts.
You better be paying attention. Ishigami won't win the finals next year if you don't come up with a plan for how to defeat this guy.
Hey, Captain. Which one are you talking about?
Third bout, on the east side, Kunisaki.
So your teammate's a renowned wrestling champion. Impressive. But he's only been doing sumo for a few months, right? And he's fighting someone like that?
I don't like throwing the word around, but in his case, I'll gladly make an exception, because there's no other way to describe him. The truth is, Chihiro Kunisaki is a genius.
He's got a 20-centimeter advantage over me. This must be what Hinomaru feels like all the time. All right, Mr. National Treasure. How you gonna attack?
At that distance, he's a sitting duck for one of the best strikers in high school sumo. Maybe he's planning on charging and going in low.
Show me what you're made of, Kunisaki. Even Sada acknowledges your talent. I want to see what you can do against an elite fighter.
Spirit!
Even charging full speed, he wasn't quick enough!
Did you really think you'd be safe if you held back like that?
Nearly the entire sumo ring is within his range. His speed, power, they're completely unmatched. There's no better example than his flash attack.
Kunisaki's getting destroyed!
Can't get in a single hit.
I guess he was nowhere near ready to take on a national treasure.
If I want to become a better fighter, my sumo needs a ton of work. I realize I don't have enough time to get there on my own. So here's the plan. I'm gonna absorb your sumo style, and then soar straight to the top.
Yes! Was he holding back all this time so he could evaluate Hikage's attack pattern?
He sure had to take a pummeling to do it, though. The best strikes in high school sumo turned out to be more brutal than he was expecting. Of course he had a rough time seeing through them.
Wait just a minute. Are you telling me between the prelims and now he completely adopted your style?
The longer you spend wrestling with a guy, the more he starts to creep you out.
I want more. Show me more!
He may lack experience in the sumo ring, but he makes up for it with his powers of observation. That's the secret of how he's able to absorb techniques so quickly. It kinda pisses me off. Here I am, not making it past the prelims. But there are my moves. It's like I'm fighting.
Mikazuki Munichika?
So that was the heaviest blow in all of high school sumo. Well, if that's the case, there's nothing left to fear!
He outmaneuvered Odeta's strike!
An over-the-shoulder grab.
His reach is incredible!
Kunisaki has a stronger stance. He can do it!
I can hear them all laughing at me. The expectations are high since I'm a national treasure. But here I am losing to a guy who was a plain wrestler till a few months ago. I've already told you I've got zero interest in watching my brother compete. He'll win, but only by just enough. And of course, there's no way he'll beat a Yokozuna.
Hey!
We all know the only thing he's focused on is remaining in Ozaki. It's truly pathetic. If he doesn't care about moving up the chain, he should just quit. Damn! What was that for?
You got no idea what you're talking about, kid. I hear that BS all the time, but I didn't think his own brother would go repeating it.
Huh?
I guarantee you, he's got no chance of winning this bout. Seriously, I'm totally giving up rooting for Daikeisho.
Strongest Japanese sumo wrestler, my ass.
Yeah, bottom line, he just isn't hungry enough, so he's plateaued.
What do they know?
If you really think the Ozaki view the arena as some kind of comfortable safe haven, you better guess again.
Even more reason then. It'd be easier on him if he quit.
I thought it was obvious. He isn't broken yet. Far from it. Have you ever wondered why you've always thought of him as weak? Maybe you're projecting your insecurities onto him. You've been avoiding looking at the Ozaki because you see yourself in him. You believe he can't defeat a Yokozuna only because you were unable to beat Tennoji. Maybe if you took the time, you could learn a thing or two from watching him. Your brother's far stronger than you'd think.
If anyone's pathetic, it's me. Hinomaru had that same look in his eye. The look of someone confronting a reality that threatens to break them. All I did was get annoyed and take it out on others. The only loser here is me. I want to be a strong sumo wrestler, just like my brother.
An overarm throw! And from that stance, too! His reach is insane!
was close!
Come on! Dude's coming at me stronger than before. Guess that's why they call him a national treasure. I'm gonna eat you alive and push past my limits! A feint! High angle head chop! Lightning!
So this is Dachi High's Kunisaki. I see. His fighting instincts are sharp, but he's not ready to beat Tenma Hikage. Then again, perhaps that's why he challenged him. Even in sumo, there are wrestlers who evolve rapidly following an upset victory. He's trying to break out of his shell. Fighting isn't enough for him. Only an upset will free him.
Strongest! Yes!
Tenma grab first. His right hand's inside, his left is high. The perfect grip. Yeah, boy! Get him, Tenma!
I thought you were working in a cross-grip sumo style. So how come you're ignoring the Mawashi belt so much? The thing that scares me about you is that I have no idea what's going through your head.
All that technical junk, thrust and punch, cross grip, blah blah. I can't beat specialists like you if I get caught up worrying about specifics.
Huh?
You said you're scared because you have no idea what I'm thinking about, right? Suits me just fine. That's my style of choice. I want to be unsettling.
Huh? What's he doing? And what's this dark aura?
I want to be stronger. Stronger! And the only way that's gonna happen is by causing an upset!
That move! Did he just...
Neo Chihiro Special Number 1! Shoot down!
No? He beat last year's bronze!
Dachi High's unstoppable!
People who let common sense control their actions place a wall between themselves and national treasures. They build them up as special. An opponent they have absolutely no chance of defeating. But Chihiro doesn't believe in walls, only distance. That's why he can charge ahead without any fear. And the thing about guys like him is that they're usually the ones who cause an upset.
Kunisaki on the east side wins with, a kimono string drop.
A kimono what? The hell is that?
Wait, so you executed a technique the pros rarely use without even knowing what it's called?
Unbelievable! He was operating on pure instinct!
You're a scary dude, you know that? Sure, it may be a sumo technique, but it goes completely against traditional norms. So in other words, it fits Kunisaki to a T.
My national treasure name.
Yeah, man. If you beat one, you gotta have a moniker. That's how it goes.
Screw that. Those are only for guys who are interested in becoming a Yokozuna. I want to be the best mixed martial artist in the world, and nothing's changing that. Still, if I had to choose, and it's not like I've been thinking about it or anything. My official title is Chihiro Kunisaki, the National Treasure Eater! Ushio! Shoot down!
Kita High was knocked out in the first round? 0 wins, 3 losses in a row? That's gotta hurt.
I failed everyone.
Snap out of it, Tenma. You've still got the individual tournament, and you can compete next year, too.
What about you guys, though? This was your last chance. Not one of you is pathetic. Not my team, the school, or my brother. All three of those give me pride. I wanted to show the world that, and I failed.
Don't hold back, Tenma. Why don't you tell us how you really feel? Look, everyone, including you, did the best they could. In the end, it wasn't enough. And that's a hard pill to swallow. People will tell us we'll look back on this day and smile, but they weren't here. They didn't fight. We did.
A sweeping loss can be difficult to take, but your pain reveals how sincere the effort was. Victory is always preferable, but there's value in accepting defeat. Use this moment and grow as warriors.
Match over. Odachi on the east side wins 3-0.
You can't help but admit they make an impressive team. They're uneven, but they've got momentum. Don't underestimate them.
I won't deny they're special, but how many have we seen just like them? This happens every year. A team gathers a little steam, wins a few matches, then acts like they've got what it takes to go all the way. Some wrestlers, well, they even become national treasures. We're used to devouring their kind and nothing's changing that. Right?
Damn straight.
Team tournament round 3. On the east side, Kabutoyama High School. On the west side, Odachi High School.
Yes! Yeah! 3 for 3 in the third round! With yesterday's momentum and Hinomaru back there, unstoppable!
That left arm doesn't seem to be bothering him either. Odachi could be the champs this year.
Fourth bout, on the east side, Yamada.
Didn't we just win 3 in a row? Why are there more matches? Starting today, we have to fight all 5 bouts in each round.
He got behind him! That's 4!
All right, this is it. Your debut.
Fifth bout. On the east side, Sato. On the west side, Mitsuhashi.
Where's the rest of him? I saw this guy at the prelims. He makes a charge, then does a surprise leap.
The shrimp's devious. Be careful.
Spirit!
No tricks this time.
Did you think we wouldn't catch on?
Big surprise.
But he never gives up.
Good effort.
I'll be fine. It's a matter of time. I'll win with a change-up.
Why are you yawning? You better have slept.
I may have stayed up late watching some footage from the Nagoya tournament. Takeisho was so close to winning it.
Keep dreaming. Japanese fighters are weak. They don't stand a chance against Mongolian or Geno wrestlers.
We get it, you made your point. But that's why we're here, right? To get stronger.
It's Kusanagi.
Well, Dojikiri.
I prefer Tennoji. I've never been fond of my national treasure moniker. Yours, on the other hand, Kusanagi, that's a way cooler sounding name. I guess being the son of a Yokozuna, people expect more out of you than the rest of us mere mortals. But hey, when you step in the ring, your father and moniker can't follow. Once inside, you're there all alone.
Tennoji, you're wrong. As a Yokozuna's son, I always carry that weight, wherever I go.
One thing's certain, this year's Inter-High has no shortage of thrills.
On the east side, Totori Hakaru High School.
It was a matter of time. Here come the showstoppers.
First bout. On the east side, Enoki.
Spirit!
What the heck kind of move was that? It's a skill used in Aikido. Sumo's all about knocking your opponent off balance. Hakaru's wrestler isn't that tall and doesn't have a large frame, so he targets an opponent's center of gravity to compensate. There's a reason their team's the best. It's because they employ a wide range of techniques.
I chose this school because of its colorful characters. Hakuro's team is my kind of people.
What are you saying? Some specialize in the technical, like Inoki.
Second bout. On the east side, Shudo.
While others are all about brute strength. Each one's different, but they're all experts.
Every year, we have several interesting sumo wrestlers who decide to enroll at our school. Even international students from Mongolia. It lends the team some variety. We motivate each other to win. From the bottom of my heart, I'm glad to be part of Hakuro.
They opened up the practice area. We should check it out.
It's not going anywhere. Let's find grub first.
Sounds like you're in good spirits. Not even Hakuro scares you, huh? Sada, if you're headed to practice, you don't mind if we join, right? Come on, don't look so suspicious. After the prelims, we actually took a trip. Just to stop in Tottori, nothing big.
Wait, Tottori? Then you mean...
But if you guys would rather eat, then how about for dessert? Let me tell you what it was like taking on the great Hakuro High.
The 32 qualifying competitors will begin the final rounds of the individual tournament.
Okay, let's get this thing started. I formally declare this the Ishi/Dachi High sparring session to take down Hakuro.
We're actually working with them? This is like full-on treason, man! Why should we do them any favors?
He's right, we are a rival team after all. Why would you want to help us?
Because when all's said and done, Ishihai's going to benefit huge.
Yeah? How?
No, Captain Mamiya. Please explain it to them in excruciating detail.
Sure, leave all the exposition to me. I don't mind one bit. While it's true this could strengthen Dachi High and bite us in the ass. If you keep pushing them, Hakuro will have no choice but to dig deeper and reveal their range, which will prepare us for when we eventually face off.
You think it'll actually work?
You benefited from testing Kunasaki's limits, isn't that right, Sada?
Yeah, I can't deny it. I stole as much as I could from him. He's not the only one with an appetite for moves.
Don't expect us to thank you or anything.
Since we both get something out of it, I say we accept.
Still, I hate the idea of giving Dachi High more opportunities to celebrate!
Isn't that the truth? No offense, but it wasn't that long ago your team was pathetic. Ozuki was the only member and always lost the first round. And now you're standing in the national spotlight. There's a word for that. Incredible.
Huh?
Any animosity we feel for you as rivals is only matched by our respect. We aren't doing this solely for our own benefit. We want you to go far. Sound good?
I'm the stand-in for Tennoji? That's flattering.
It's just so Ushio can visualize him. And out of everyone, your physique's the closest.
I get you.
If you don't want to do this, you don't have to, Araki.
Yeah, don't feel pressured if you're not down.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Leaving me out!
Having a double for Tennoji will go a long way for Ushio. I'm sure their session will help him grow. And yet, we can't start thinking Hakuro is the only thing standing between us and the crown. There's another. From Eiga University High. Sosuke Kuze.
The son of a Yokozuna, and right at the age when you naturally want to defy your parents. If you want my opinion, he's got the same bearing you did at your peak. But maybe I'm just imagining it. From what I hear, he plans to join the Pro League after he becomes the high school Yokozuna. The fact it doesn't come across as a joke is scary.
I'm the biggest supporter of my son. For the longest time, the thought of anyone his own age posing a challenge was unthinkable. That is, until now.
The individual tournament semi-final. On the east side, Tennoji. On the west side, Kuze.
But whatever the outcome is today, the future of pro sumo is brilliant.
Hey, how come everybody's losing their minds? Because it's like watching two Yokozuna fight.
The son of Yamato Kuni. Undefeated in official bouts and on the path to being a champion. Facing off against the battle-hardened conqueror. This will decide who's best.
Truth be told, I'd rather these two didn't fight each other. They're already fearsome, but together, in a bout, no telling what it'll unleash.
Your mind's wandering. Which one will be triumphant? It doesn't matter because they've left you in their wake. Not to mention, when the dust clears, this fight might put you even further behind. So, how do you plan on winning tomorrow if you already gave it your all and it still wasn't enough?
Exactly how you taught me. I've been thinking. Back to the moment I lost. Even going all out against him, I never saw the limit of Tennoji's power. But thanks to everybody in this room, I've had this revelation. There's something hidden inside me. A source of strength I haven't managed to tap into yet. Sada, we need to have a bout. No holding back. In order to get closer to them, what I need to do is take another step forward.
Very well then, let's see what you've got. Out of everyone, you're best suited for discovering your own style of fighting. Now, show me. The new and improved Hinomaru Sumo.
That's a leg technique! Based on what I've seen, I thought Tennoji would be more composed. But it's like he's a different person!
Tennoji has two faces. When we sparred in Tottori, I got the chance to see both. The first, he uses to avoid losing. He watches his opponent, then carefully selects a strategy that'll give him an advantage. The guy researches endlessly and builds an approach that plays the percentage game. That's how he stayed undefeated throughout high school. But something happened 2 years ago. He had to fight upperclassmen who were stronger than he was. His second face is all about winning. I prefer using a more defensive style. Counterattacking moves my opponents make. I'm good. But when I forced Tennoji to go on the offensive, the barrage of attacks he rained down on me was non-stop, completely without mercy. Thinking about it now sends chills down my spine.
So this is Dojikiri, the champion. In his bout with Hinomaru. No, he didn't waver in any match, even that one. I'm worried about Sosuke. He may lose.
To the best of my knowledge, Shido Tennoji is the strongest sumo wrestler currently competing at the high school level. However, no one in that arena, even including me, knows the true limits of Sosuke Kuze's strength.
Yamato Kuni? What's going on? My blood should be boiling. And yet, nothing. I'm completely calm.
He's always compared to his father, but it's finally starting to come true. He's not like Hinomaru or Tennoji. The most terrifying thing about him is his stillness, and eyes that reveal an unwavering strength. He's completely serene.
Whenever you attack, it creates openings. My brother calls that a weakness. But when he used to throw defense out the window and fought only on instinct, he was much scarier, like a demon.
It doesn't matter who wins. My path's already been laid out.
Hinomaru Ushio. Don't ever stop surprising me.
Let's go! Sada! Thank you!
They move back. This could be it. Here's the charge. This might be the one to end it.
That's Kusanagi's! They were evenly matched on the first charge.
Tennoji's strength must have awakened the beast in Sosuke. It's on now!
He dodged it?
If you think you have the upper hand, you're wrong. The beast inside of me has risen!
There it is. The super low attack my brother perfected when he was Ushio's height. Only he can pull it off because he used to be short. Its intensity is boundless.
Not good. He's taking too many hits. Every one of them from a champion. It's breaking him, piece by piece.
All those years of being small made me the wrestler I am today. This moment will have the same effect, making me the strongest. I'm battling a copy of Yamato Kuni, the greatest Yokozuna of the Heisei era. This is a trial, another task the sumo gods have arranged for me to become the best in the world.
He locked his arm!
It's Tennoji's game!
You're just an obstacle to overcome! Soon I'll wear the rope that tells everyone I defeated the legendary Yamato Kuni!
What a fearsome competitor! Even in the face of incredible pressure, he's still thinking, calculating how he can win against his opponent using his style of sumo. It's...
My right hand's on his belt. This is the strongest form I inherited from my father. For me, the sumo gods are part of Yamato Kuni's fighting style!
That was expected. I've given up on defense after all. It was necessary if I was going to reach the top!
An arm lock throw!
And an overarm throw!
At the same time!
6-point torso slide! Great serpent cleaver!
I wondered if the sumo gods turned their gaze away from him. He wasn't blessed with height. Yet his spirit, body, and technique all have room to grow. Then I saw it. It surrounded him. A light. So that's why the sumo gods looked away. They'd been blinded!
Incredible.
It could be the edge he needed.
Just might.
Looks like it paid off.
Is the match over?
Who won, Coach? Tennoji or Kuze?
Come take a look.
A Yokozuna. The only person permitted to wear a sacred rope on their body. They are divine objects. It's evident Shido Tennoji was loved by the gods. Sosuke Kuze, Kusanagi, was not. He is a god, an embodiment of the divine, and will reign over the sumo ring.
He won. Still, it's not like we're just gonna wimp out because that happened. We planned to beat Tennoji, Kuze, and all the rest anyway, and that hasn't changed.
I lost again? Rematch, one more game.
Don't ever go gambling.
Come on, Yuma. Cut the cards better. You aren't doing anything shady, are you?
No, you just suck.
This game won't be over until Ushio wins at least
Hey,
once.
I think you're supposed to keep your eyes on your own cards.
Listen up, amigo.
Seeing how relaxed they are, you'd have no idea the finals were happening tomorrow.
Shouldn't they be, like, sweating bullets?
Just the opposite. If the guys were nervous, none of them would last through the night. This is a good sign. There's no need to worry about their mental state anymore. I remember the old days. You got so worked up, saying you wouldn't lose and never fold. But now, I'm glad you chose Dachi High, Hinomaru. All right, it's getting pretty late. We have a big day tomorrow, guys.
Got it.
We better get some sleep, too.
Kill the lights while you're up.
Sure thing.
I want to thank you all.
He gonna tell us what for? Nope.
Seriously.
Let's go out there tomorrow and win.
Yeah!
Get lost.
This is totally different from his last match. What kind of magic did you work on that kid?
I assure you I didn't do a thing. A sumo match can end in an instant, but it can transform a wrestler for life. They say boys grow up fast at this age, but in the ring, one grows even faster. It begins with the aces, but those sparks soon spread to their teammates and become an inferno, marching towards victory. Who's to say which team burns the brightest? They'll decide that in the ring, till only one remains.
We now move to the semifinals. On the east side, Odachi High School. On the west side, Tottori Hakuro High School.
Good luck, Dachi High!
It looks like Dachi's the favorite. I'll be damned.
Well, the crowd's gonna be in for a nasty surprise, because Hakuro's in a class of its own.
Right. They've got Shintaro Inoki with his Aikido, the bulldozer Masaomi Shuto, and Batmonk Batbar, the Mongolian wrestler. Plus the national treasures Akihira Kano and Shido Tennoji.
I thought Tennoji's loss would have crushed their team morale a bit, but they slayed in the quarterfinals. They're still the ones to look out for, mark my words.
That's what I'm saying. Dachi's gonna get busted up.
Their team has pulled an upset before. They have Hinomaru, but more than that, they've got his spirit running through them. You can't predict it, but when that power goes off, they can turn the match around in a second.
First bout. On the east side, Ozaki. West side, Enoki.
I won't pretend like we're the same or anything, but I get it.
It seems that Enoki started practicing sumo in middle school. He was in the same club as Tennoji back in Osaka. Since they're still together now, he must have followed him all these years.
I understand why you want to win. Why you have to win. It's not just for your sake. You're fighting for Tennoji too, aren't you?
Spirit! He knows Ozaki has an edge in size, so he changed the placement of his charge.
Ozaki is at a disadvantage when it comes to technique. But he's losing in spirit too.
Captain.
Hakuro may seem pretty chill right now, but on the third day it's gonna be a different story. They'll be wild and dangerous. I don't think they're afraid of losing to us exactly, but they want a rematch with Eiga real bad, for Tennoji's sake, because they're sure that when they make it to the finals, Kuze will be right there waiting. You're not the only one who's fired up. If you have to win this match for Tennoji, then I have to win it for Ushio! This time I want to fight the first match.
Where did that come from? There's something going on we don't know about?
Do you got a hot take? Dude needs to get out of here quick.
No. I just think this is what'll fire me up the most, that's all. But if our feelings are the same, I'll just have to fight twice as hard. I won't be outdone!
He's grabbing the front of his belt! He can push him out! It's close!
He pushed back his arm. Damn, he's strong.
What do I care how big you are? I've honed this technique so I can stand shoulder to shoulder with Shido. You're nothing in comparison to him! This is my chance to pay him back for all he's done for me.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Oh, it's you, Enoki. You okay?
Whoa. Tennoji, you know who I am?
What's that? Quitting the sumo club?
I did a sumo tournament back in elementary school and really got into it, so I thought the club would be a good place for me. But there's already a ton of members here, and most of them are super good, too. I was training as hard as I could, but I'm thin as a rake. And the coach only seems to pay attention to the bigger kids.
I see. Well, if you ask me, that's a shame, because you look like you had more potential than anyone else.
You're kidding! No way! I mean, we haven't even spoken before.
But I can tell. You've trained in martial arts, haven't you? Not sumo, I mean.
Yeah, a little bit of Aikido. I wasn't anything special, though. I never told anyone. How'd he know?
You're good. I noticed when you fought, even though you're a rookie, you know how to take a hit and move your feet. You have strong wrists and a good defense, so I knew you'd practice something with grappling.
Well, thank you. but everyone in the club says I'm not really cut out for sumo. And I'm afraid I have to agree. It took me 6 months to realize it, but I just don't belong.
Some people look but don't see, and they're idiots. But you're an even bigger idiot for giving up. You won't get anywhere listening to their trash talk. The only thing that makes you stronger is what's inside of you. Why don't you pick up Aikido again? It might end up making you better at sumo. Hey, the ball's in your court. If you're that set on quitting, go ahead. But I think you like sumo a lot more than you want to admit. And let me tell you, if you keep getting stronger, you're gonna like it even more. From where I'm standing, there's nothing in the world better than sumo.
I don't know how much Shido really cared if I quit sumo or not. But one thing was clear to me. The words he spoke that day gave me the conviction to win. They filled me with strength. If I'd quit, I would have regretted it for the rest of my life. 'Cause what he said to me was right. I do love sumo, with all my heart. I've been able to make it this far by following Shido. I owe everything to him. Just like you and Hinomaru, right? But still, we're not the same. Shido has walked the path of a champion, and I've been right beside him for 5 years!
His arms are in.
They're locked.
Come at me with all the spirit you like. My sumo is strong. I won't give you an inch!
Inoki got in low. Ozaki can barely keep his feet down. He's slipping. This is bad.
You develop strong technique by facing strong opponents. The captain's practiced on his own for too long, so he hasn't had the opportunity that other competitors have. But there's an upside.
That's it, you got him!
Let's go!
His technique can evolve in an instant.
I was all on my own until this year. But now I have teammates. I have my friends to push me forward. I'll use the skills we forged together and win this!
I won't quit! Shido deserves a rematch with Kuze, and he's gonna get it! I'll keep fighting till the last second! You can count on me to win tomorrow.
I can't do this alone. So thank you, Shintaro.
You'll be standing tall when this is over! I'll make sure of it!
Winner, West Side!
Yeah!
That was good, Sumo. We'll take that spirit and carry it with us to the end. Now leave the rest to us.
You really killed it out there, Inoki, and we'll do the same.
Yeah, damn straight.
I see, I see. These high school tournaments really get the blood pumping. Very impressive.
Both teams want the same thing. They're fighting for their ace out there. They have to make sure he sees the finals no matter what. Honestly, Hakuro's team has Odachi completely outclassed. But this is a battle of wills. They can still make a miracle happen.
Something wrong, Mitsuhashi?
I wonder if I'm on the wrong path. The more I practice these tricks, the more I rob my sumo of any integrity. I can't help but wonder if the team looks down on that. I mean, it doesn't make you happy, right? Hinomaru is small too, but he likes to charge head-on no matter who he faces. Are all my tricks making him look bad?
This isn't like you. You're supposed to be a man of action.
Huh? Wait, that's how you see me? As a man of action?
Of course. Kay, even if it's the opposite of my style, your approach is just as valid.
Huh? But you never sidestep or any stuff like that, Hinomaru.
Yeah, you know why? Because I'm sure that if I tried to, I wouldn't be half as good as you.
Huh?
I like fighting head-on, so I'm able to pour my heart into that. If you practice what you love, you'll improve that much faster. Since sidestepping isn't my style, I haven't trained in it, so I'd never use it in a match. But these past few months, you've been working on your reverse non-stop. You should have faith in it. It's what makes you unique. Just like Yuma's strikes or Chihiro's footwork, you have your own secret weapon. No one here can compete with you when it comes to that. And the whole team is stronger for it. Be proud of yourself. You've been right there with us the whole way. And why? Because you care about the club. We're a team. We'd never look down on you.
He's gonna start with a reverse for sure.
Dachi's coming in with one loss already. They can't screw this up. If Mitsuhashi has some trick up his sleeve we haven't seen, now would be the time to use it. But still...
His opponent must know he'll be aiming for a reverse. If he sees through his strategy, the whole thing's screwed from the start.
Oh, by the way, Sanada, I saw you talking with Mitsuhashi yesterday. You giving him some pointers or something?
Huh? Nah, he just had a question for me.
Hands on the ground!
Wait! Premature!
Oops, false start.
By a mile? I don't think his hands even touched the ground.
Sanada, a while ago, when you did that false start on us, was it something you planned?
What if it was?
Whoa, wait! Start again!
What the hell, man?
What's he doing, coach?
Whatever it is, it sure wasn't my idea.
Little punk at it!
You want to know why I did it, huh? It should be obvious. I had to because I'm weak. If I wanted to win that fight, I had to drag Ozeki down to my level first. I didn't care what people thought. I just wanted to win.
Do it right this time. You got it?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Hey! How many times you gonna pull this crap?
Shudo! It's cool, stay calm.
This is like any other match. Don't let him get under your skin. Just act normal and wait for him to make his move.
It doesn't matter what other people think, huh? You know something? I couldn't agree more.
Leaping backwards for the charge?
Uh-huh.
So you're screwing with his head, basically. Calling him out to see how he deals with it. Yeah, that sounds rock solid to me. We don't have much intel on this guy. But from what I heard, if he loses his cool, then his sumo gets hella sloppy. If you can take advantage of that, you might be able to find a way to beat him.
Will that really be enough? Even if I fought Shuto 100 times, in a regular match, I doubt I'd win even once. So, I'll transform the playing field. Match 101 will be on my terms. What would really make you mad? Something odd your opponent could do.
Well, let's see. I can think of one thing that would piss off anyone who takes sumo seriously.
Spirit!
Not giving a crap. Acting like the whole thing's just a big joke, you know?
Let's keep this between us. I don't want anyone to know what I'm planning. They'll try to stop me. I mean, if it wouldn't make them mad too, then it won't be enough to shake him up.
I know this isn't easy, Pipsqueak, but no matter what happens out there, we believe in your strength.
I've thrown away my dignity, invited nothing but contempt from the audience. I don't need sympathy. I'll drag you down to hell with me. I'll create a new kind of battle I can win.
Shudo's completely flipping out. That must have been the plan all along.
I fired the first arrow, and now, the next. There!
Right in the face! He stood his ground too!
Shudo!
If he looks away for even a second, then I'll have an opening. And I can win! I don't care how this looks. This is my secret weapon! My 3 arrows!
Whoa, Mitsuhashi got behind him!
The twerp's getting better.
What's he supposed to do now, though? That's a nice position, but he's still got a mountain to move.
You don't need any special tricks to win at this point. You build your muscles every day, practicing your stomps right behind Hinomaru. It may not seem like much, but that training gave you the only weapon you need to win this. Now drive it into your opponent straight as a spear. All you need is one little shove to send him stumbling over the rope.
Go!
Do it!
Come on! Keep pushing!
Sumo are frowning on me right now, but I don't give a damn what they think. They turned their backs on Hinomaru after all. I won't waste my time sucking up to them. 'Cause I'm here to win, no matter what! Go ahead and hate me if you want, all of you! This is for my team! This is for Hinomaru!
Who got it?
East side wins!
It can't be.
I'm telling
They're
you,
protesting?
I don't think it was clear enough.
After all that work? He made a miracle happen out there. You can't just erase that. I know it was close, but the ref called it, right?
A tie! Restart the bout!
Mitsuhashi. He's limping. When he fell.
I won't let you guys stop me. Leaving the ring now won't accomplish anything. As long as I'm standing, there's still some chance I can win.
Hands on the ground!
Sorry, Shrimp.
I don't care what sacrifices I have to make. I'm bringing this team a win.
Spirit!
You can't jump anymore.
I'm on this team, and when we promised we'd be the best in Japan, that includes me. After I get a win and help us go to nationals, you'll thank me.
Bout over! West side wins!
That's 2 losses for Odachi. It's do or die now. And their next opponent's brutal. Akihira Kano, aka National Treasure Okanahira, at Hakuro. He's second only to Tenoji.
And since Tenoji's the strongest high schooler in the nation, that speaks pretty well for Kano.
You don't look too happy for someone who just won. That turn, that clap, and that leap were all pretty solid. He must have trained hard to pull that off. But his love for sumo didn't amount to much, did it? He lost, so it's all for nothing. You don't get a trophy for working hard, you get a trophy for winning. That means whatever path the winner took to get to the ring was the right one in the end. You won the match. I think you have the right to celebrate that.
Third bout, on the east side, Kunisaki. On the west side, Kano.
I let you down. I'm sorry.
You still can't win a fight even after all that careful planning, huh?
Save it for later.
You know, I got sharp ears, so I heard your little speech over there. And yeah, you got one thing right. Fighting is about proving that your way is right and your opponent's is dead wrong. Half-Pint trained his ass off to win that fight, but he still couldn't swing it. In fact, he's never taken a match, not one. If you're talking about results, he might as well have just stayed home today. But me? I've seen how hard he trained to get this far. So I'm gonna tell you right now, his work wasn't for nothing, and I won't let anyone say it was! You taught me something important, kid. When I saw you out there, it got me thinking. If I was a rookie and that was me, would I have been willing to throw everything away for my team? Would I have had the guts to try to pull one over on the best in Japan? Winning comes as easy as breathing for me. I never saw it from your perspective. But today, you showed me that a real badass goes all out no matter the cost. And now I understand the weight of a single victory. Dachi High's on the ropes, but we're not giving up. We're not letting his hard work go to waste. This guy already gets it. He's here trying to prove that Tenoji's path was right, despite him losing in the singles. I made it this far following the path that Hinomaru said. So now, with the fire my teammate passed to me, you're gonna get an ass whooping you won't forget.
What's my motivation for the tournament?
We'd love to hear what drives the National Treasure Okanahira, Hinomaru Sumo Club's #2.
I don't know if motivation is the right word, but there's one thing I hate. Losing. I remember standing by my father's side, watching as countless teams had their dreams destroyed. Sumo is a cruel sport, don't you agree?
Right.
You can train hard for 3 years of high school and still be defeated. All that work for nothing. I never want my team to experience that feeling. Let me make one thing clear. The agony of defeat is for our opponents only.
I wonder what Kano's odds are.
What?
Nothing. Just doesn't seem like he enjoys sumo. I mean, just look at Sosuke and the other national treasures. The sport holds a special place in their hearts. But Kano's a totally different breed. Always talking about his father and the team. Everyone else, you know. But what about himself? Guys like that never reach the top, whatever field they're in. I'm not saying he's weak or anything. The guy's proven himself. Maybe he's the exception to the rule. Who knows?
Kunasaki's similar. A former wrestler who's been setting the sumo ring ablaze.
But in terms of raw sumo ability, Kano's far scarier. There's no competition.
2 losses. It's do or die. With our backs against the wall, Kunasaki can't afford to take any risks. It's all up to him.
That was a sharp strike! Kano opened with his killer stance. It's strong defensively and a perfect setup. He absorbs his opponent's force while leaving enough room to execute a throw.
Where do you think you're going?
Seriously? Don't you ever get tired of devouring moves? The National Treasure Eater's using Odenta's Splash Attack!
Unreal.
Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about!
Don't stop!
What a maniac! He's going hard on offense, even though losing means they'll be eliminated.
Out of all the times to hold back, now's not one of them. There's no question you're strong. You're a member of the top high school sumo club in Japan. Just one thing. That makes your fear of losing even greater. Call it reckless, I don't care. But you can't grow if you don't defeat your fears. He knows that better than anyone. Remember him? You called him weak. Said his efforts were meaningless. I'll show you just how strong people who don't know their own limits can be!
Kano can't react fast enough.
That's it, Kunisaki!
Yeah!
He copied that move, so what gives? Kano should be able to block it since he's never lost to Odenta.
He's mimicking it, but it's not an exact copy. Their reach and build are nothing alike. But thanks to those differences, it's faster and has a different rhythm from the original. The moves transformed and become a Chihiro special.
Get a grip. His strikes may be faster, but they're not as hard. I can block them.
High angle head chop! Lightning!
Great hit!
The second best at Hakuro High is going down.
Is this the end?
That's 2 years in a row! Tenoji's high school Yokozuna again!
Different year, same result.
Does facing a teammate make you lose intensity, Aki?
Huh?
Back in middle school, you shined much brighter. You've gotten used to losing to me and your lights dimmed. We're rivals, remember? Fight harder.
Don't overestimate me. We've trained side by side. I already know the truth. I have no hope of beating you. You can laugh all you want. I don't care. Being second only to Shido fills me with more pride than you can imagine.
Watch out for the grab!
I'm not losing to anyone but Shido. Not Kusanagi and definitely not to you.
being cornered must have lit a fire in him.
Kano always tells people he's only half as talented as Shido. But we know the truth. He loves sumo as much as we do.
He's got his belt! That's not good! Kunisaki can't pull away! And his agility's useless in close quarters!
He's gripping both sides of the Mawashi belt.
This could be bad. Even he doesn't have a technique that can break him free.
There aren't any throws that'll get me out of this mess. Fine then. Guess I'll just bulldoze him out of the ring!
Is he trying a force out?
You didn't trap me. I'm the one who caught you! Yeah, it's true you're more experienced in sumo, but when I'm inside this ring, I'm no longer a wrestler!
Prior to this match, Kunisaki would have thought of a way to break his grip and pull back. But he's not the same person anymore. He's made significant progress as a sumo wrestler, and he's facing an equal. It all comes down to this: a battle of wills.
Why isn't he stopping? Instead of getting weaker, he keeps adding more and more pressure! I don't love the front force out. It's got no style. But when you did it, it was anything but boring. And after seeing that look in your eyes, no way I'm going to whine about style points and risk losing!
You remember how a second ago I was all for Kano losing?
Huh?
Scratch that. I think I'm starting to hate Kunisaki even more.
East side wins!
Kunisaki is the winner by force out!
Not a very showy finish. Your match might have been what he needed to keep his ego in check.
He and I started learning sumo at the exact same time. Look at him now. He's just too cool.
Kano had no idea what he was up against. He misjudged his opponent and was destroyed.
Duly noted. He's a threat. The guy just keeps getting stronger.
I don't believe my eyes.
Huh?
Both Hakuro and Odachi have female managers. Somebody want to tell me why we don't?
What about the match?
Kano lost because of Kano. Chihiro came at him full force instead of being clever, while he hesitated. To put it another way, the opponent revealed his weakness and Chihiro saw his chance to strike. Brilliant move, which he got from watching me, no doubt.
I let you all down. Bot will finish this.
Huh. That's the Mongolian exchange student. The first-year bot monk bot buyer. You can only field one foreigner per tournament.
And the guy managed to earn that spot when he was fresh out of middle school. I'm picking up some intense vibes from him.
Same here. Dachi's only hanging on by a thread. And look who's next up on the roster for them. He's never competed under this kind of pressure.
My dude, Kunisaki!
Man, you really came through for us there.
Yeah, of course I did. It's me. Well, bud, you're up now, so show us what you can do. Kick!
Yeah, sure. What was that?
Are you still alive?
It's over.
Everything's riding on you, bro, and this is when you choke? You know what this match means, don't you? If you lose, it's all over for Dachi High. We won't be the best in Japan. And Hinomaru's chances of making it to the Pro League are dead.
He's got enough stress. Maybe we shouldn't add more. Besides, he's only feeling the crunch because I lost my bout.
What you say?
Dachi's wrestler looks frozen in place.
Hyuma.
That's right. Ozeki did lose. He lost 2 years of his life because of what I did. Now everyone's dream, and that shrimp's future, it all depends on me.
Relax. This isn't a reckoning. It's an opportunity.
How so? Hold on. This is what I've been waiting for. My chance to help everyone. Ozeki, Shorty, the Sumo Club. I can make it all right. And if the thought of that makes me shake, then I'll fight trembling the whole time. I belong to the Dachi Sumo Club. Time for me to carry some of the weight.
Right.
You ought to do like that guy and chill out, Mom.
I am calm. He'll give it his all, so don't look away. You have to watch, no matter what happens.
How did I get stuck fighting you? Huh? You should know up front that I'm way stronger than Kano. I'm not here to play. There are a lot of eyes in the crowd watching how I perform today. Each stable can only have one foreign fighter, and with that kind of limitation in place, I've got to show them that I'm better than the rest of the competition. How am I supposed to stand out against you? Hinomaru, on the other hand, there's a real challenge.
You done? I don't care why you're here. You're just a roadblock in my team's way, and I'm gonna be the one who tears you down.
Place your hands on the ground!
Mongolian sumo doesn't use a ring. The match ends only when a competitor falls. Up close and personal is Bot's specialty. And Spiky here loses in those types of situations. We got lucky. This bout's in our favor.
You got this. I believe in you.
Spirits!
Strikes? You like that? I hear this is what you specialize in. I'll beat you using strikes and show your country how much stronger I am than you!
So you're as strong as a national treasure? Then there's no way I should be able to beat you. But it looks like I don't have a choice!
Holy crap! He's breaking out the karate!
Let him have it!
I can't lose this match. If I do, he'll regret his own loss the rest of his life. I'll help make Dachi High the best in Japan, even if I have to lay down my life doing it!
Looks like I underestimated you. Good! At least crushing you will be worth my time!
I thought Popeye was from Mongolia, so what's with the fighting style?
He's only using strikes! Yuma has a chance of winning!
This guy packs a punch!
I know my strikes eclipse Odenta's and Kunisaki's. They're my path to victory!
Unlike me, you've never been an outsider or had to fight for a place at the table! That's why you'll lose!
Say that again! I dare you to repeat it!
As many times as you'd like. You're weaker than me, so I deserve your spot. There's only room for one foreigner on this team.
That's enough, Bato. Before focusing on strength, start with basic manners.
Yeah, right. I won't defer to someone weaker than me just because they're older. The reason I came to your country was to become a pro. Unlike the rest of you, I'm not here to play nice. Why don't we have a bout to find out which of us is stronger? And before we start, I want to know what I get after I'm finished with you.
I'll tell you once, Bot, knock it off.
So mutual respect won't exist until we meet each other in the ring? All right then. Whenever you're ready, I think you and I should get better acquainted.
He's crazy strong! Am I losing? How? Not to a Japanese student? No! I don't believe it! This can't be happening! If I lose, my dream's dead! I'll never be a Yokozuna!
What a fool. Act like a beast, I'll treat you like one.
You went too far when you'd already won.
Why were you so rough on him?
Rough? Hardly. He would have done exactly the same to me if the roles were reversed. That's the battle he wanted. It's not as if I could let him win. After all, we're both idiots trying our hardest to be Yokozuna. There's extra space in my dorm room. I'll teach you everything from basic manners to how to scrub a toilet. Sound good?
Did you really think you could beat me with strikes? Guess again! Tanoji and my other teammates are the only ones worthy of being called sumo wrestlers! I've sweat and bled beside them! You're nothing!
Spotfire's got the advantage now.
He's avoiding Gojo's impacts while hitting back hard.
Yuma's getting more strikes in, so what gives?
His opponent has better accuracy. He keeps landing critical hits to the torso.
Improved karate winding defense!
He's still up.
Gojo should have had the advantage. But he was completely outmatched.
If he gets my belt, it's done.
How'd he do that? My wrist was hidden from view and he still managed to grab it. That's impossible!
Yes! Close range. That's how sumo is fought. So you won't have a full view of your opponent. With only limited information, you must predict their moves and react accordingly, even when blind. You trusted my instruction and based your training on it. You've always been straightforward. That's your biggest strength.
Reel in lunge strike!
If that hits, I'm done!
He dodged it!
So you were waiting for me to grab your Mawashi belt. Too bad it didn't help. You're wide open.
It's about time. Thank you very much.
This is what he was really after?
Yes! He faked only being good at strikes. And to sell the lie, he kept something hidden. His secret weapon.
Gojo's actually grappling.
Yuma!
Do it!
Go!
3-point attack! Deformed triple attack force out! Call out!
The leg trip didn't work.
He still has 2 points of contact left.
I've got to applaud him. He's not a national treasure, but he's tough all the same. Too bad that's not enough.
With just one hand?
I'm going to become a Yokozuna and be better than Tanoji. There's a reason I always talk big, so I have to live up to my own hype. If I don't win, I can't stay in this country. Double kick, wolf fangs! Hang in there, Yuma!
It didn't force him down.
I have to grab his belt!
Lower block! Reverse strike! Joint strike! Inside leg trip!
Here it comes. The extreme form of the unconventional Gojo.
Yuma, do it now!
Partial lunge, castle break punch! There's still fire in his eyes. The surprise grapple didn't work, and neither did the all-out strike combo. No. Trust the team. Trust them. And never stop fighting.
You can do it, Yuma!
It's working. Don't stop. Keep hitting till your arms fall out. Hear me? Put it all on the line. Everything.
Push him!
He fights at his peak when it's for someone else. After everything, you still can't forgive yourself. I want to see that seriousness rewarded. We all do.
Keep striking, Yuma! Take him down!
Win this. If not for anyone else, do it for yourself! Know what I hate? Stories about punks seeing the light. Because they always end up making me cry.
East Side wins!
You better not end up like him. He's such a pain.
I have to grab his belt!
Lower block! Reverse strike! Joint strikes! Inside leg trick! Partial lunge, castle break punch! There's still fire in his eyes. No. Trust the team. Trust them. And never stop fighting.
You can do it, Yuma!
Keep hitting till your arms fall off. Hear me? Put it all on the line. Everything.
Keep striking, Yuma! Take him down!
East Side wins!
They actually did it! They came back from the brink!
That's 2 for Dachi. They're tied!
Which means the tournament's going to the 5th bout!
Gojo wins by pushing his opponent out of the ring.
Hail the king of the ring!
The what?
You just took down a would-be national treasure! You're insane, dude!
You did it.
Today, I feel one step closer to earning forgiveness.
Yeah!
Gojo was amazing, wasn't he?
I wish we were down there, so we could celebrate with them.
I'm so proud of you, Yuma. But it's not over yet. Thanks to my brother and the rest of the team, it's his turn. Hinomaru gets a second chance.
Bato.
He must be devastated. You could see it when he bested Gojo in strikes. On paper, he was clearly the stronger wrestler. This was supposed to be an easy win.
Stats don't determine who wins. When it came time, Gojo didn't hesitate to use every ace up his sleeve. He caught Bato off guard over and over again. And then there was that final barrage. He was putting every ounce of energy he had into those strikes. But if you want the basic reason Bato lost, it's because this bout was just a pit stop on his journey. But to Gojo, it meant everything.
I failed you, boss!
What's with all the doom and gloom? You're acting like we've already lost the match. If you've got to blame someone, blame me. It's my fault for losing to Kusanagi earlier. I could tell you were worried about how I'd handle being defeated. But after seeing how motivated you were to give me a second chance, I feel reinvigorated. You all did great, Sumo, out there.
All of us? What bouts were you watching? I was a complete mess.
I saw you fight, and yeah, you may have lost, but you made it look good. I've caused you the most trouble, haven't I, Aki? And why are you crying, Bato? Knock it off. This isn't the singles match, so hold your head high until all the bouts are completed. You belong to the legendary Hakurohai Sumo team. Losing will never change that.
Sir!
Did you hear me? I want all of you to stop looking so miserable and get fired up for the 5th bout!
Hakuro! 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 Hakuro!
That's right. They may have tied the score, but Hakuro's captain is up next.
Despite losing to Kusanagi, he's still acting just like a Yokozuna.
There are people that'll see his display and get the wrong idea. That it's just empty bravado or he's got an inflated ego.
Let him. He understands his responsibility. He's giving the crowd what they want to see. Once he steps foot inside the sumo ring, nothing will stand in his way. And the intensity he kept in check will be unleashed.
I regret how I approached my bout with Kusanagi. I went in feeling like I was the underdog. No matter what anyone else says, I'm the greatest high school sumo wrestler alive. I'm the Yokozuna, and I won't lose again.
Don't hold back. I came here to defeat a Yokozuna, and that's what I'm going to do! Listen, guys. Thank you. I'm only standing here now because of your efforts. No, not just my teams. There's so many people who helped me. I'm indebted to them.
In that case, you better win.
Agreed.
Losing's not an option.
Ushio, win this!
Yeah! Someone who wants to be a Yokozuna can't afford to lose twice. But above all, they worked hard to give me a second chance, and I'm not about to waste it!
Fifth bout. On the east side, Ushio. On the west side, Tennoji.
Hinomaru lost to him only a couple of days ago. Could anything have drastically changed in that amount of time?
You should know. Sumo wrestlers live in the moment, and all they need is a moment to transform.
I can tell. You're different from the last time we fought.
Hands on the ground!
Which means I'll have to transform myself.
That's way low.
He's almost at ground level.
We're in the same boat here. Each of us lost an important bout. Which is why I can't take this one lightly. I know your body is also surging with this power. The will to make a comeback.
A forearm charge! Not this time!
Got it!
Right arm lock? Don't think so! No stopping! Press forward! Demon wheel! He knew! Left arm latch on!
He's trapped! He let go of his belt!
Arm throw!
You think I didn't research that move too? Arm lock twist down!
What do you know about this one? Damn, they're fast!
Of course, they understand more about who they're facing now.
Try this on for size!
Hinomaru idolized him and crafted his style of sumo after his.
Show me something new!
Nothing gets past Tennoji. He disarms his opponents of every weapon they've got. They're familiar with each other's special moves, constantly reading what the other's about to do, and canceling out the strategy.
At the rate it's going, it's obvious who will win.
Keeps getting pushed further and further back.
When you factor in the number of battles each has fought at the top level, and experience, Hinomaru will be the first to run out of moves.
Hang in there, kid!
He's incredible! I'm being eaten alive! So this is the beast Sosuke awakened! Tennoji's true form!
Behold the shadow that blots out an opponent's light. This is the dark carnage of battle.
Hinomaru! Tennoji can even anticipate his opponent's growth, and then counter it. If that's the case, I've got one option. I need to outperform his expectations!
What is this? Your intensity. It's gone.
He's getting pummeled! Ushio almost always goes for an all-out offensive. This isn't like him. My brother's already countered every one of his moves. There's only a single way he can win. Grab his belt, knock him off balance, then use the 100,000 demon takedown. But the Mawashi is too low for him. He can't reach it. Then there's the low strike Tennoji used against Kusanagi. Good luck bypassing it and getting close enough to grab on with both hands.
The greatest weapon you have is about to be stolen. What now? Will you let it swallow you up? The darkness?
No way. Did he?
Why'd he pull back?
That was a grave mistake, Hinomaru. You just acknowledged this is as far as you can go, fighting me head-on with your physique. The reason you made it here is because you never accepted that before. You retreated like a coward. It's unacceptable!
Was Tennoji's intensity too much for you? You were supposed to show me the path I didn't have the courage to take. Why would you run away now?
No, he isn't.
His heart's still in the fight. Hinomaru hasn't stopped moving forward. He only stepped back so he could take a more powerful leap.
I lost because I was weak. I used my strength, but didn't realize that wasn't enough. Defeat taught me something valuable. That I didn't get to be where I am by myself!
Isn't that...
There's Yuma, raining strikes on me every practice! And man, do they hurt!
A lunge punch!
What was that? A leap? No. He bluffed.
Then there's your reverse, K. It nearly fools me every time, even when I'm expecting it.
He's always practiced varying up his attacks, mixing strong and weak moves. But never like this. Pulling back gave him more room to launch an attack. His head-on approach is shining brighter than ever.
With such a wide variety of attacks, my brother can't predict what'll come next.
To him, his sumo represents a way of life. If he thought at any time retreating was the answer, the flame inside of him would extinguish. Sumo, his way of life, and his resolve. Each one contributes to the fire in his eye.
That demonic, enduring determination!
100,000 demon drop! I used to think being 5th on the roster meant never showing weakness in front of my teammates. That I needed to be strong all the time, to assume the role of leader, because I was best suited. And if I ever stopped moving forward, they wouldn't be able to continue either. That's what I thought. And I was so wrong. After I lost, I could see it clearly. My teammates marching forward, steady and strong. You think that's all I've got? You haven't seen anything yet! My body has the sumo of my entire team inside of it! Like Chihiro's freestyle! Backward hook body drop!
A falling technique!
Throwing and pushing side to side, followed by a pullback and fall. Even Tennoji couldn't anticipate that.
Take it down! Don't quit now!
Do you know why out of all the schools I chose Totori Hakuro? Every day I get to face specialists with a wide array of techniques, which means I'm ready for anything an opponent can throw at me. You're not the only person who's stronger because of his teammates. So try outperforming my expectations all you'd like. It'll end the same way every time. Nobody compares to me. My team has made me the best sumo wrestler around.
You noticed something about our first bout?
Yeah. I'm not certain how useful it'll be, but I compared it to your other matches and it stood out. Take a look. Right there.
Can't get overwhelmed. Keep on attacking! Reverse 100 demon takedown! Keep it up! Knock him off balance! Don't stop till you win! 100,000 demon takedown!
You did the 100,000 demon drop after the push, which ended up weakening the centrifugal force. Meaning this move wasn't executed at full strength. Basically, the more you're able to shake him side to side,
it has more power. Keep going! Make Tennoji lose his footing! Swirl around him! Like an inferno! Reverse 100,000 demon drop!
Hori's something else. What a manager.
What?
Technically, we have the same role, but she always finds a way to help you guys be more successful. I'm completely useless.
You're wrong about that.
What?
See this technique? Kirihito. The Shibakiyama stable guys. The masters. Both of them. My rivals. My team.
You got this! Yeah!
And you, Reina. You all helped me complete it. Tennoji, you're godlike. And I never could have defeated you alone. But we're not alone anymore. Are we, Captain?
Let him have it, Ushio!
Here goes everything I've got! Demons enduring determination! 100,000 demons drop!
No! Drop him!
Something's wrong! Even now, with everything on the line, you're smiling.
Kusanagi already beat me, which means I'm no longer a champion. But still, I am the captain of the greatest high school sumo team. I can't afford to be weak. You won't stop me from smiling. Even when I'm on the brink of death, I'm taking my team to the top no matter the price!
He still had enough strength to use a throw.
What sheer grit.
Just as expected, you're incredible!
His left arm's locked.
Is this it?
Even if you've reached your limit, you still have your greatest weapon, your determination. It may look bad. Doesn't matter. You never bend. That's your style of fighting. You're Hinomaru Sumo!
I'm glad I idolized you. The reason I came this far wasn't just my team. There was something else. I've been chasing after a colossus, and his name is Shido Tanoji. I don't know if I've conquered that mountain. It's very possible you're still stronger than me. But I'm okay with that. Everyone got me here today. This is it. I have to come out victorious, even if it kills me!
It's considered bad form to shout or do a victory pose in the ring. But this time, an exception can be made. This wasn't just any victory. Not by a long shot.
Odachi on the east side wins! 3-2!
Did Dachi High really just make it to the final round in their first national tournament? They beat Tanoji and took down the Hakuro team.
Good work out there.
Let's go. The third place spot's calling our name.
Do me a favor, you idiots. Don't put on a brave face. Not for my sake. When you're disappointed, show it. Etch it into your heart. Because one day, that feeling will become your strength. I let you down too. I couldn't make you the manager of the best team in Japan.
Stop worrying about me. For once in your life, try to focus on your own feelings for a change.
My own feelings, huh? Hinomaru struck a victory pose. But that's fine. After all, you beat me. I'd be disappointed if you didn't show any emotion. The score is now 1-1. We'll have our decider in the Pro League. You better win. A lot of people are rooting for you. Don't let them down.
The crowd's still energized over that last bout. Hakuro High losing. I mean, who could have ever predicted that?
Doesn't matter. It's over. Move on. If they want more, then we'll happily give them a battle the likes of which they've never seen. So, without further delay, gentlemen, how about we show them what the cream of Eiga High has to offer up?
Anyone seen Hinomaru?
Yeah, The doc called him and the coach into the back office. It's pretty amazing. Us actually winning. We did it! We brought down Hakuro! Dachi beat Hakuro! The strongest club in high school sumo!
Yeah! You started off your fight like a badass. Man, it got me so pumped up. Just walking away from that gorilla like that.
Stop it. I lost my bout. What about you, Kunisaki? That makes 2 national treasures you've conquered.
I know, right? I've been on one hell of a winning streak. Not saying I'm even interested, but what if they choose me to go to the All Japan? I'm so good I scare myself. Not again. Stupid nosebleeds.
Here.
Good timing, Suriko with the save.
My name's Chizuko.
How are all you guys joking around? I put every ounce of energy I had into that last bout.
You did great, by the way. Even with all that pressure, you took care of things.
Don't act like you weren't partly to blame.
Huh?
When you lost your match, I thought my heart was gonna burst out of my chest.
It motivated you, though.
I know I should be overjoyed at what we've accomplished and busy celebrating our victory with the rest of the team. But why do I feel so uneasy?
Yeah, we really did it. Made it all the way to the final and achieved our biggest goal. Giving Hinomaru a chance to face Kuze in the ring. It doesn't matter if we lose as a team at this point. As long as he can take the 5th bout, his dream of going pro is still a possibility. Hell, so what if we lose? We're still silver. 2nd place at our first national tournament.
Sorry, 2nd place? We've already beat the strongest team. Eiga's gonna be a cakewalk compared to Hakuro.
What are you...
That's it. I know what's wrong. They're slacking! You're all acting like the tournament's already finished! Are you forgetting? Hinomaru's got a lot of battles left to fight. So what's this talk about how losing doesn't matter or how easy it will be to win? You can't just sit back and relax now? Know why Hinomaru defeated Tennoji? Because he saw how hard you guys fought for him. That's where he gets his strength. And Kuze? He's an even stronger opponent. I'm not sure if even Hinomaru can beat him. So fight. And don't settle. Try your hardest to win, if not for yourselves, then for him! Yeah. I mean, why'd you open your mouth? But obviously I'm not in the ring and it's not my place to criticize anyone. So, good work and I'm sorry for ranting.
No.
Huh?
You were absolutely right to speak up. Thanks for telling them what I should have said as captain. It probably slipped our minds. Ushio lost in the individual tournament, so even if he beats Kuze, he may not get invited to the All Japan National Championships. We need to do all we can to increase his chances, even if it's only by a small amount. We'll make Dachi High the top team in Japan, and help Ushio become the #1 wrestler from the best school in the country. It won't be just for his sake either. I know, our team has the potential to be the best there is. Win or lose, this is our final match. Guys, let's go and make that dream real!
Yeah!
Yeah!
How much of that did you hear?
It's the last time this team will fight together. Know what I think? We've got what it takes. We'll be the best in Japan!
Hands on the ground! Spirit!
Pure railroad tracks.
That was quick. These are the semis, right?
The 2nd bout didn't last long either. Same for the 3rd. And the 4th.
4 straight railroad track wins.
No surprise. They're huge.
Spirit!
bout is concluded!
He was so intimidated, he retreated out of the ring.
The old stare out. Centuries ago, that used to be the way you determined the winner. They were outmatched. You can only pity them. He's not even in the same realm as high school sumo anymore.
Well, if it isn't this year's Dark Horse. Back when we trained with them before, we didn't stand a chance. I had no idea we'd be fighting their team in the final. Meeting again, face to face, I'm reminded how huge they are.
It's been far too long, Chihiro. Sorry I missed you that one time we practiced. But maybe your heart's more into academics than sumo, huh? Come on, I'm just messing with you. You and me, we're all good, right? I mean, you took up sumo. Why else would you unless you looked up to me?
Me getting into sumo had zero to do with you, got it? My hate for you burns like the sun, and I'll keep hating you until you die.
Well, they seem to know each other. Maybe they're like friends.
Calm down, everyone. Huh? There's no need for us to be aggressive. The way I see it, sumo is more of a beautiful endeavor, and less of a fight. Leon, you agree, right?
Dude, are you insane? Sumo is nothing but fighting. I swear, if you say beautiful one more time.
Whatever our personal philosophies are, let's save it for the bouts, cool?
Just one last thing, Odachi. Looks like you're one man short. Can we expect to see that runt Mitsuhashi in the final?
Fat chance of that happening. The twig didn't know his limits and got snapped. He had it coming. He needs to accept the hard truth. Sumo wrestlers have to be big, heavy, and larger than life itself. You'll understand what I mean soon enough after we meet each other inside the ring.
Hold on a minute. Do you actually believe what you just said? After all, you've seen what our number 5 can do.
There's something you don't get. Sumo doesn't boil down to size and weight alone. It's about spirit.
You ought to save that line for later. Like maybe after you've beaten our number 5.
We don't hold back.
It's to the death, then.
His victory in the individual tournament was hard fought.
True. Quite the high school Yokozuna this year. A national treasure who also happens to be the son of the famous Yamato Kuni. There's so much going for him, he may be ready to move straight into the Pro League.
In other words, this bout coming up will be Hinomaru's final opportunity to compete with him at the high school level. The individual tournament is done. However, the strongest sumo wrestler is yet to be determined. We'll find that out in the team tournament final. In the 5th and last bout. Isn't that right, Hinomaru?
It's about time. Let's get going.
Ready!
Best of luck out there, you guys.
Yeah, we've got this.
And remember to have fun, Hinomaru. Oops! Was that not the right thing to say? Sorry if I broke your concentration. I meant good luck, Shorty.
Have fun. Will do.
The team tournament final. On the east side, Odachi High School. On the west side, Ega University High School.
It really happened. Dachi's in the final round.
Yeah, maybe. But strategically, Ega's definitely got the advantage.
You aren't wrong. We've got 2 teams. One that sailed through the semifinals without a scratch, and one that got totally pummeled in the last round. Plus, they revealed all their secret weapons. This match will come down to one factor. The most spirit. That's why they're gonna try to hit the ground running.
Go out and get us our first win!
On the east side, Kunisaki.
All those adoring fans. Such a crowd pleaser. Isn't that right, Chihiro?
On the west side, Hyodo.
Well, I suppose beating 2 national treasures should count for something. And so soon after joining Sumo. I'm impressed. Doesn't matter, though.
Huh?
Let's be real here. You think you're gonna outshine your older brother? Dream on!
You're seriously telling us Hyodo's your older brother?
The folks went through the whole divorce thing when I was 5. Hyodo went off to live with our father. I hated the guy, so I decided to stay with my mother. Now he's back in my life again. That jerk. My only memories of him are of a preteen bully. No one else. It's going to be me who takes him on. I've waited too long for this!
Place your hands on the ground!
The 2 brothers are similar. Both have latent sumo talents on par with the national treasure. But like I said, only on par with. There's something specific keeping him from joining their ranks.
Hey, bro, gotta say, I'm a real huge fan of that Mitsusashi kid. That movie pulled in the semifinals? It took brass balls.
There's a reason he hasn't earned a moniker?
Yeah. A big one.
Spirit!
What?
He's an idiot.
So what do you think, Chihiro? Bet you're impressed. Go ahead, lose your cool and charge at me. I'll leap out of the way.
He just stood there. What the hell?
Hyodo, you are king of the idiots!
Whoa, hold on!
He's tricky, to the point he ends up digging his own grave occasionally. But...
You dick! I said wait!
That's how he's able to take down opponents. Strength and unpredictability.
It'd do you good to listen to your older brother for a change. You paying attention?
The only one who can fight an idiot of his caliber...
Leap!
...is another idiot.
What the hell kind of bout is this?
He's always stealing the things I love and ruining them for me.
Huh? You're taking up boxing now? Hey, the 2 of us should have a match. Huh! Oh, is it over already?
He bulldozes my world, then waltzes off. Not this time! Dachi High's dream is to be the best in Japan! You won't take that away!
Good idea! I think I'll jump too!
What the? He's mocking me. If you're not gonna let me grab your belt, then flash attack! You like that, bro? Masato Hyodo?
Huh? Is there a problem, Kunisaki?
No. So what about him?
He's been wrestling 2 years, but in that short amount of time, he's already earned a spot as a regular on the Eiga High team. This is from the spring tournament. As you can see, his technique is highly unpredictable. He's got power, speed, and killer instincts. All his stats are first class.
It's your 2nd year, huh? Well, this is only my 1st. You'd always take up whatever sport I was into. Outdo me, then quit. This time it's my turn. I've only done this 1 year and already beaten 2 national treasures.
Hey, you're not half bad.
Oh, can't see.
Down you go.
Inner foot sweep.
Remember, those are my techniques you're representing out there. You better do them justice, Kunisaki.
Damn! The spider monkey!
A leg grab, huh? No good! Gotcha! Yeah! Grab some dirt!
You're insane! This is serious! Quit screwing around!
It looks to me like you're losing your cool! Chihiro!
An overarm throw? Did you see that, ref?
Running away?
A test of strength.
Can you call what they're doing sumo anymore?
Incredible.
What's going on? You need to relax. If you just regain focus, you can win this bout easily.
Why'd you go and pinch me, you cheating cheater?
It just popped into my head, so I had to try it.
Damn it! Be serious for once in your... Oh. Holy crap.
This Hyodo guy's something else. You can tell how much he loves sumo.
With all his stupid running around, it was hard to notice, but up close, it's clear. The brother who always used to get bored and walk away has been working out, transforming his body into a sumo wrestler.
Watching Hyodo fight is giving me a coronary. He'll defeat someone twice as strong and then turn around and lose to an easy opponent. Makes it difficult to predict how many bouts you're going to win during a team match. Still, the guy only took up sumo 2 years ago. Back in those days, he'd join a club, make a scene, get kicked out. Rinse and repeat. Until he found ours. He challenged us to a fight and was knocked flat on his back.
So this is sumo wrestling, huh? It's my kind of sport.
He's an idiot, don't get me wrong. The thing is, the guy's in love with it. His passion is so intense, it makes you want to back off and just let him do his thing.
Chihiro, do you love sumo? Don't laugh, but I know I do. I finally found what was missing. That thing in life that makes me proud of who I am. What about you? What's your reason for joining the club?
It was the day I lost to Hinomaru. I wanted to learn how he managed to beat me. But I've kept telling myself it's like wrestling. Just another step on my journey to being the top mixed martial arts fighter in the world. Who do I think I am compared to Hinomaru? Or any of the other national treasures?
Chihiro! I see you out there overthinking things. Trust your feelings.
Yeah! Know what? My answer's the same!
He's changing tactics. He lowered his head and is charging in.
I love sumo!
He doesn't have sharp footwork or ship techniques like Hinomaru. It's just a matter of time before...
That's right. I've never worked on my headbutting. I sidelined it to focus on winning. But I had to try. Even if the odds were slim, it was that or run away from sumo! Guys, I'm sorry.
I could have sworn you wanted to be the strongest! Fight back, Kunisaki! You're the best improviser and the strongest in sumo! So don't lose this!
Supreme, invincible, and the strongest! Clasped hands, twist, drop, throw! Neo Chihiro special number 2!
I was wondering when you were gonna try that! Sorry to break it to you, but you're not the only one who knows both wrestling and sumo techniques!
West Side wins!
Going with the headbutt put him at a pretty severe disadvantage.
Yeah. When you break the teams down by physiques.
Between Dachi and Ega, there's no competition.
I get that, but still, there wasn't a huge difference in size during the first bout. Actually, what impressed me the most was how Hyodo handled that last throw. Those two are so similar. Maybe they each understood what the other was about.
Well, looks like I bested you again, little brother.
I don't think I hate anyone more than you. You always hate my food, use my save data to beat my video games. Oh, and let's not forget about taking my allowance. But what pisses me off the most is having to admit that you're actually pretty strong.
Huh? I'm not sure what you're talking about, but that match we had was kick-ass, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh man, that was a big loss. Their team must be in shock after that.
No doubt.
You really think so?
You could have won that bout if you didn't get so worked up.
Yeah, my bad. I'm counting on you to make it up. During our practice sessions, there were only 2 Dachi High members I could never beat. One was Hinomaru, and the second was...
I wasn't expecting to start with a loss. Looks like I've no choice but to adapt.
Second bout. On the east side, Suji. Second bout. On the east side, Suji. On the west side, Sawai.
Who is that?
What's the coach for Dachi Hai doing inside the ring?
So he's a sumo wrestler too?
Let's go, Dachi Hai!
I'm sorry, Coach. It's my fault. I tried a technique we hadn't discussed beforehand, and this is what it got me.
I'm the one who should be apologizing. Every move I taught you, every command you performed, it wasn't your fault for losing. I failed you as a coach. I made a promise a while back that you would earn a win during the national tournament. Please forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive. If it weren't for you, I never would have been in a position to even force a tie. I have no regrets. I was able to go in the ring, guns blazing. For one reason. We have the strongest reserve member. It's up to you, Coach. My mistake. I mean, Kirihito.
Like I told you earlier, if you want a sumo, you gotta be big. The only exceptions to the rule I know of are Onimaru and Karya. Just because there's no weight category doesn't mean everyone should participate. There's two possibilities. You're either an exception to the rule and maybe the sport's best kept secret, or you're...
Shh. Look, I'm trying to absorb the atmosphere of my first bout in a very long time. So if you could pipe down and stop ruining this moment...
Dude's a better trash talker than Sawai.
But Leon's such a sensitive soul. Wish he'd drop the tough guy act.
I never expected he'd even step into the ring. Back when they visited our school, he didn't show any interest in training with us. I wonder why the rest of his team looks so relaxed. Maybe he can hold his own. But then why did they keep putting Mitsuhashi in?
It'll be fine. I know Suji will come through for us. Even though he can only fight for 20 seconds. He's managed to throw not only Ushio, but Master Shibakiyama. In that brief window, he's the best wrestler around.
I've managed to stay out of the limelight. Only because Mitsuhashi was able to cling on till now. It's because of him and his encouragement I have the courage to stand in the ring again. Without that, I would have given up forever. You gave me a chance. I won't waste it.
Hands on the ground!
What's with him? I thought he was just this smug dick, but that look in his eyes is seriously intense.
All right, let's see what Onikiri's capable of. Can't wait.
Now, Spirit!
He charged headfirst at a much bigger opponent?
He's fast! Who are you?
Sorry to rush things, but this ends now.
Keep pushing him back!
No. His grip's been altered. He's lost momentum.
I'm wasting time. How about this? Figures. He's not an regular for nothing.
This dude's deceptively strong, and his techniques are top-notch. If he catches me off guard, I'm done.
It's not adding up. Why was he only a reserve?
Maybe the guy's been injured.
He does seem to be rushing for some reason.
I can't let him take the initiative and control the bout.
Doesn't look good. Don't judge a book by its cover. Sawai's sharp, while the professor's good at countering moves. If his opponent hangs back, he struggles to make the first move.
Just budging an opponent that size will take more power than Coach can spend. He needs a new plan.
If I stand still, I'm finished. Don't stop. Move. Time's almost up. It's over. I was being too cocky. What made me think someone who quit playing years ago could ever win? And at this level?
Kirihito! You've got more to give than just that!
What are you waiting for? Hurry up and make a move! There we go. Took you long enough. I want to help my team when they need it the most. For just one day in my life. For this one bout. I don't accept my limitations. I'll push past them! Basic form! 3-point throw!
Throw down!
He won!
Wait.
They're protesting it? The opponent grabbed his belt at the last minute.
Man, the professor's got nothing left. A do-over for him's impossible.
Man, are you okay?
I'm fine.
A draw! We'll reset!
He can't.
Right. That's just perfect. Yeah, sure. I'm up for it.
The match is about to restart.
What's wrong? Are you hurt? He's done. Forfeit, please!
That's the professor's choice. But my guess is, the reason he's doing this in the first place is too important to walk away from.
Nah. Mitsuhashi's got nothing to do with it.
Oh?
Once wasn't enough for you. You didn't get to showcase your sumo style. That first round, it was just getting you warmed up.
I thought I'd only see one bout. Now I get a second go. I'm grateful. Ready when you are.
He's smiling?
Doesn't seem like he can get his breathing under control. It's just like the captain said. He's got zero stamina. All I have to do to win is grab him and draw out the bout.
Does he even stand a chance at this point?
I'd give him 5 seconds at most. After that, he's out of air. All his opponent has to do is waste time.
Our bodies left us at a disadvantage, so we relied on technique and spirit. Show them that.
What's his deal? When I look at him, it's as if he's not really here. His aura's like a ghost.
Now, spirit!
Your charge was too weak.
Head twist! Spiral cut! Yes, this is it. There's no better feeling in the world.
Holy crap! Suji on the east side wins with a head twist.
Not half bad.
Look at what you made me do. If you lose, coming after you.
Deal.
Hey, whoever told you losing was an option? Right after I gave us a juicy head start, too.
I know.
You aren't hurt, are you? Man, that was some great sumo.
And as usual, our team's totally inconsistent.
Huh? Right back at you, Mitsuhashi.
Years ago, 2 grade schoolers set Chiba alight with their sumo. Onimaru, tough as nails, and the introspective Onikiri. History repeats. I heard that he had quit for good, but we're talking sumo. Good luck staying away for long.
What's Hakuro doing here?
All the decent seats were taken. So we're invading your space.
Oh, so, how's your leg? I'm really sorry.
What? You're sorry? Why? It's my fault. Forgive me for everything.
Oh man, Gojo! I can still see where your sister slapped you! Damn, she left a mark!
Yeah, I can still feel it. My head's back in the game. I'll do whatever it takes to win for this team.
Yuma! You love sumo, right? It's your last bout. So when you fight, do it for yourself.
Third bout. On the east side, Gojo. On the west side, Yomada.
This should be good.
He's a major threat.
True.
Yomada's never stood on the winner's podium, so he doesn't have a moniker. But he always plays his way up there in individual tournaments.
You said it. It pisses me off that he held back against me in the third place bout. I'd kill to see what he's made of.
Two national treasures are heaping praise on this guy? Yuma still hasn't fully recovered from the semifinal. Meanwhile, he has to face off against this behemoth. Not only that, it sounds like the guy's at the peak of his game. How's he gonna win? Is he...
Gojo, huh? Considering we're facing Dachi, it could have been far worse. Still, I need to watch out for those strikes of his. On the other hand, if I get close and try to grab him, I might fall into a trap like he laid for Botbuyer. Regardless, I know he'll open with palm strikes. I'll let him get some hits in, then use my weight advantage to force him back.
Spirit! Never forget, outside of Dachi High, I wanted to use the sport I love to make something out of myself.
A lunge punch! That was a solid hit!
The two of you probably aren't aware of this, but those strikes of his, they leave an impression.
He was supposed to be wiped out.
I guess no one told him.
Yomuda's crumbling from the hits.
You got this, Yuma!
What's with this guy? He always seems at the end of his rope. But here he is, on the big stage, enjoying himself.
You deserve credit for seeking redemption. But that's not the only reason you're here, is it? Your teammates want something more from you now. For you, to enjoy sumo.
Number one! You're running out of room! Go sideways!
Spread out! Use more of the ring! Pulling techniques used to catch Gojo off guard. But times have changed.
I can't stay at this distance. Gotta grab his belt! He's defenseless. Yomada can't do a thing.
Partial lunge, castle break punch!
He did it!
You are one sly fox.
It was a ploy. He wanted to put enough distance between them to draw out a long-range attack.
Looks like I've got you now.
You think grabbing me ends this? Not a chance! Whose throws do you think I have to deal with every day of practice? He weighs as much as a mountain, but that won't stop me.
And break! Keep your feet exactly where they are.
He's bleeding all over the place. That's why they called a timeout.
On the bright side, at least Yuma's getting a breather.
Sorry, man. Are you okay?
It's nothing, no big deal. Do you even realize how strong you are? Most of the time, seems like he's got a few screws loose. But as soon as he puts on his Mawashi belt, He owns the training area. Knowing he's watching keeps me on edge.
I guess he's impatient for his bout with Onimaru to begin. That, or this is his awkward way of showing support.
Yuma! Stay sharp.
Right. You think I'm strong, huh? You're half right. I became strong. The Dachi-Hai Sumo Club made me the man I am today. I never was able to find the right words to express how I felt. So... Spirits! I'll win and show them my gratitude!
These tissues are making it hard to breathe. Better finish this now!
I can't overpower him, but maybe I don't need to. Ozaki taught me to lift my opponent's right arm. It raises their center of gravity. As long as mine is lower than theirs, I can push them. This is my last high school sumo bout. No, the last one I'll ever do!
Sumo! Stand strong!
Yes! Do it! I'm putting everything on the line. Right here, right now!
Incredible! He's fast!
This is more like it. Looks like I need to get back to training ASAP. He's not even lifting with his arms. It's all with the stomach, the traditional sumo way.
They said we were a team without a star wrestler. This was an off year. A lot of people have disparaged us along the way, but now we have him. That's why I'm staking everything I've got on the team tournament. And as its captain, I have to win here!
Move, Yuma! Break free! Keep struggling! Make him lose his grip!
He's strong. I'm no match, which means I want to beat him! Just like I did with Bato, I want to set myself ablaze again!
You've only been doing sumo for a few months now. If you want my honest opinion, you've got colossal talent. Don't quit.
Yomada on the west side wins with a pushdown.
If I didn't conserve my energy coming into this, that would have been me on the ground.
He lost.
Yuma did it. He actually became one. A real sumo wrestler.
Yeah.
Damn it.
What do you think? Sumo's fun, isn't it?
I never allowed myself the chance until now. But you know what? I had a blast. So, that was my final bout, huh? I was hoping I'd go out with a bang. You know, I'm not sure if I'm ready to quit sumo just yet.
That makes for Odachi's second loss. They're on the edge.
From looking at them, there's no way you'd be able to tell. Who knows which team will win? We'll just have to see.
His second win. Eiga's the first to catch a glimpse of the finish. They're close.
One more loss, and Odachi's out.
Do I hear a couple of old-timers giving commentary?
Ah, Yamatakuni. You made it.
This meeting's long overdue. Greetings, Shunkai, and Master Shibakiyama.
Is the Heisei era's greatest Yokozuna here to watch his son emerge victorious?
That's partly reason, yes. But I also wanted to see them in action. After all, these young men are the future of sumo.
Fourth bout, on the east side, Ozaki.
I'm ready.
On the west side, Daniel.
Let's go.
We get to see the blonde sumo wrestler fight! Daniel! You can do it!
Check out his cute smile! What's the deal? Everyone's losing their minds.
I believe it's partly because there are so few Caucasians who participate in high school sumo. But also, his performance is a major factor. While he may not have won the individual tournament, I heard he held his own against Kuze.
Wait, what?
His physique is flawless. Even the pros are watching his progress.
He's similar to Bato. There's no way for a foreigner to achieve a national treasure moniker, even though his abilities are basically on the same level as one.
Here comes our secret weapon hailing from Europe. I've nicknamed him King Arthur's legendary sword Excalibur!
You're the only one who calls him that.
As good as a national treasure, he may be too much for Ozaki.
Captain! Remember to stay level-headed.
You know, I've noticed something interesting during this tournament. Ushio supports each of his teammates in the way they need to be supported. They're such different people, but he understands them all so well.
Whoa! Standing side by side, the European dude dwarfs him!
There's no point comparing physiques. That's irrelevant. Sumo's about something more. Spirit. Before this match, you said so. And I completely agree. Your team may be small, but their passion isn't. Even though I'm a large dude, I used to be weak. Sumo and moving here, it's changed me.
Totally. I was weak too. Promise you won't laugh, but I didn't win a single bout until last year.
Dang. That's seriously weak.
Yeah. Thing is, I'm not weak anymore.
Same goes for me. In that sense, we have something in common, don't we?
Guess so. He loves sumo so much, he moved to a different continent to gain experience. I've heard its popularity's catching on overseas, but actually deciding to pursue it, that takes a huge amount of courage.
Looking at you, I can just tell. You're into sumo as much as me. And I bet I know the reason you got stronger. Because I was the same.
Spirit! Spirit!
Slap strikes.
He wasn't kidding!
So he's stronger now, huh? Well, it's true. Daniel used to be weak. We had high hopes for our exchange student, but when we saw him wrestle, it turned out he was just some beefed-up sumo fanatic. Sure, he had the advantage of a huge frame, but he didn't have any clue how to use it.
A left arm clamp. Looks sort of familiar. Almost exactly like your technique.
All of us discovered sumo the same way. By watching the legendary Yamato Kuni competing in the ring. I wanted to be just like him. Even if it meant traveling to a sumo club in the next town over to practice, it didn't matter. Was it the same for you? Living on another continent, trying to copy your hero? I know you're doing his signature move. The left arm clamp. Don't think so. I won't let you seal off my arm.
I doubt his intention was mimicking me. My guess is he learned from watching Sosuke.
Hold your ground! Keep grinding it out till you can grab it!
I can do this. In a battle of patience, I can beat anyone!
Guy has mental strength. He's got a bulletproof spirit, the same as Onimaru's.
It was Ushio who opened my eyes. He taught me what makes sumo fun.
Captain, go win.
Tasting victory has only proven what I already knew. I absolutely love this sport!
I'm starting to suspect these two might have more in common than I first thought. They used to be weaklings, up until recently. Then, someone new entered their life. A person who changed them completely. They met their heroes.
Keep grinding it out. Nice and steady.
I need to get my arm outside his. Then I can overpower him like I was taught. I came thousands of miles to do what I love. Thought I'd become a pro just like that. Until I got a cold, hard dose of reality. I can't beat a single wrestler, but I'm larger than everyone else here. I was wrong. Sumo isn't fun. I spent a year thinking that way. Then I met him. He was still in middle school at the time and was going to enroll at Eiga High School the following year. But for some reason, the club members weren't exactly welcoming.
Rumor is he refuses to contest actual bouts.
Seriously? What's his deal? Does he think he's better than us?
I didn't know anything about him. But after we fought, something came over me and I couldn't help blurting out. Yamato-kuni! It was only later they told me who his father was, but instead of shocking me, it made total sense. I think your sumo's incredible. Then again, I'm sure it's fun. Especially when you're so good at it. Fighting and not caring what anyone says must be great.
You've got it all wrong. I do care what people say.
Huh?
I worry about what they think of my sumo, and if it lives up to the Yamato-kuni name or not. I know that doubt is like an anchor. It shows how weak I am. I need to focus solely on what happens inside the ring, and tune out what everyone else is saying. To do otherwise is rude. An insult to both my opponent and the sport.
That's cool, but I mean, you do enjoy it.
I can say I like sumo, but as to whether or not I actually enjoy doing it, I'm not certain. The thing is, it's my reason for existing. I've devoted my life to it.
I felt like he was telling me how naive I was being. He had the mindset of someone who was going to make sumo his livelihood. Because I was so weak, I decided to train harder than him. If he did 300 stomps, I'd do 400. If that didn't make a difference, I'd know it was time to quit.
Daniel, Sosuke, new ring assignment. Starting today, you're both practicing in the first string.
And now, that initial love I had for sumo's come back. I live and breathe for it.
He couldn't grab him, so he switched to strikes!
Dude's a beast!
His rapid improvement just shows the universal truth about sumo. It's all about your spirit. Sosuke used to be on the third string and was treated like an outcast. Out of all the club members, Daniel was the only one who kept challenging him. Anyone who froze him out didn't get very far. But those who saw a chance to spar with Sosuke as a golden opportunity, well, there's a reason they're here at the finals.
So you get struck harder than that every day? Then show me what you're made of!
Ozuki, do it! This is like a sneak preview of Onimaru and Kusanagi's bout.
Looks like he has no choice but to win.
Ushio wants to be the best sumo wrestler in Japan. And his way forward is through beating Kuze! I can't afford to lose to his protege!
Excellent! He's in position!
I can grab him. Just wait for him to push forward, and then go for the outside. I know I'm weak. The fear of losing is constant. Ozuki, I hope I passed some on to you. This overwhelming dread. I want to know, are you having fun yet? Right overarm throw! Great serpent cleaver!
Daniel, remember when you said the two of us were similar? You're completely wrong! Your only goal seems to be imitating Kuze, but me and Ushio are nothing like that! It may have only been once out of the 1,000 times we sparred, but I actually managed to beat Ushio. I was so proud of myself, I bought a little celebratory cake.
The next day at school, he was still pouting about it, which totally made my week. Because the thing is, while we may be teammates, we're also rivals! Captain! You the
With a beltless arm throw, East Side Ozuki wins!
He needs a ton of work, but he definitely could be a national treasure. You know what? Ozuki won the battle with patience and deserves his moment.
We're tied now, 2-2. I've done everything I can. It's out of my hands. Ushio, I leave the rest to you. Win this!
Team tournament final. Bout 5. On the east side, Ushio. On the west side, Kuze.
Hinomaru versus Kusanagi, finally!
Two national treasures slugging it out to decide which team is the best.
A lot's riding on this bout.
This could be their chance. The winner goes on to the All Japan and has a clear path to joining the Pro League. Listen to the crowd cheer. Everyone already recognizes Hinomaru's ability. Even if he doesn't make it this year, it's only a matter of time before he gets there.
You've got it wrong. His goal isn't just to be a pro. The boy wants to be a Yokozuna. He doesn't have an unlimited number of chances. If he doesn't win today, how does he expect to make it a reality?
Hey guys. What do you think? Sumo's pretty fun. Yuma. We could all see your steady, earnest efforts to improve. You kept the club moving forward. Chihiro. As an experienced wrestling champion, you instilled confidence in the team. Kirihito. You put us on the right path and kept us there. Kay. We can't forget your courage, even in the face of daunting odds. Hori. And Reina. Thank you for being incredible managers. You supported us all the way. Captain. You kept the club alive for 3 years and united us despite our different personalities. We're a team because of you, everyone. I'm glad you joined the Sumo Club, and I hope it made your lives better. Thank you.
You're so dense. If anyone here should be grateful, it's everyone else. We all love doing sumo, but we only learned that because of you.
All right, this is going to be our final bout as a team. Leave with no regrets. Go out there and win!
Yeah! You still think you have a chance at winning? Look at him. The sumo gods have found their vessel. He's their walking embodiment.
There's no stopping him.
Again, this feeling washes over me. And I like it. With silence swallows us as if we're the only two people in the world. I can forget about everything else except for sumo.
Hey. This doesn't get you pumped? Me? I can't get enough. That's one of the reasons I came here. I needed the sound of applause again. Louder. Let's hear it! Loud enough to reach the heavens!
I shouldn't be surprised. That's how you live.
I've been waiting for this a very long time.
That right? So have I. We started our bout that day.
And we end it now.
Yes. And neither of us will hold anything back.
As soon as he entered the ring, his smile vanished.
Their bout of destiny.
At last.
Spirit! The spider stands. He's flickering. Like fire.
I spent years preparing for this day!
That's it!
He won the charge!
Yeah, Hinomaru! Every do-or-die bout I survived. The opponents I've devoured. The confidence I had to rebuild.
All of it fuels my inferno!
He's loading up and attacking head-on.
I learned not to rush in without a plan. Now I choose my target and lock onto it!
That was a rising strike, the same one Tenoji used.
A direct hit!
Don't let Kuze outpace you!
Keep up with them! You're quick, but guess what? I know someone faster!
Don't underestimate him because of his reach. Once he gets in range, his strikes pack a savage punch. Shorter arms mean he can attack faster. He even held off Odenta, the best striker in high school sumo.
If he manages to catch you while your guard's down, you better brace yourself. He hits harder than you think.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What gives? He's almost out!
One thing's certain. I never could have gotten this far on my own.
Come on!
My team, they've always had my back!
Push him out!
Whatever fate threw our way, we overcame it, despite the odds!
You've truly become strong, and in such a short amount of time. But so have I. I'll destroy you, and then I can join the Pro League.
Not only are his moves depleting my stamina, they're also breaking my spirit. If I make even a single wrong move, I'm dead.
Kuze never rushes in or takes risks. His offense is impenetrable. Don't hold still! Switch sides to get it moving!
What is this rush? Excitement? Or fear? I can't tell.
Sosuke, what makes a Yokozuna? One mistake during a bout, and the result could end up proving fatal. But to err is a human quality. None of us are exempt, no matter how careful we strive to be. Do you understand, son? To become a Yokozuna, you must be feared and respected. It requires you to crush everyone in your path, to never show the enemy mercy. To achieve that, you have to cease being human.
So beautiful. They're in a different stratosphere. Both of them.
Don't move sideways! Forward!
Why isn't it working?
Attacking head on? Is he insane?
The guy's completely fearless.
No, I'm scared. Of Kuze, of Sumo. Even so...
Another strike!
I'm too close. I can see my goal in front of me. An adversary on the cusp of turning Yokozuna. I'm willing to risk everything, even my life, for victory!
He got in a third strike!
I knock him back and he doesn't yield. Figures. You'll never slow down. That's not your style of sumo.
His hands are inside.
Kusanagi's hands are outside.
They're both in range. It's either one's game.
Heads together. Both hands on your belt. I created this move for only one purpose. Defeating you! Now, to keep shaking you and never stop! I can see the end. And this technique will get me there!
I see what you're doing, and I won't give you a chance to start. This right overhand grip was taught to me by my father. It defines my destiny.
Don't hesitate.
Just one error.
And I'll lose!